Is that
Ryan Johnson's eating my ass live on stream?
Right. He's here with his tongue deep in the booty hole. Would you rather be addressed as Alec or Ghost Pharaoh?
Ghost Pharaoh.
Isn't that your fucking... On my Snapchat it says Ghost Pharaoh, not Sand Clit.
What?
Yeah, dude. Let me show you.
I have never changed. It's always been Sand Clit. You can call me Sand Clit or Alec.
Ghost.
And I can even give the origin story to the name Sand Clit.
Okay.
If we want.
Let's first start off with what we always do. Do you have any stories of paranormal things you can't explain?
I mean, like, I have a lot of paranormal stories, but it's like...
Not for sure's?
No, it's for sure's, but like I can't explain why they're happening, but I know that they're real.
Right.
No, it's for sure's, but like...
Just making sure it
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I sound like a giant pussy.
No way, dude.
Sound better than me.
I can talk about the latest one that happened to me.
Okay.
Which was probably... Okay, so before my brother died earlier this year, I would always yell at him for taking, like, my tweezers. Because I'm just, like, obsessed with just, like, getting, like, little hairs out all the time. If that's gross.
No.
But, like, I would always be like, you steal my damn tweezers, you son of a bitch. And he'd be like, screw you. And then so... we have this little chair in the corner, and I set the tweezers there, and I go back for them. They're not there at all. And I'm swiping the chair. I put my hands down the cracks of the chair. Nothing's there, and I'm like, I always lose them.
Right.
So it's not going to be there. I was just like, it will show up. I go back, just listening to music, and there's a rocking chair right next to it, and the tweezers are right there. And I'm just like... In my heart, I knew it was him, and then I had a dream that night where he came to me. I was like, "Was that you?" And he like kind of turned his head like this, and he's like, "Duh." That's what he said in the dream. So that was the latest thing that happened to me. But
so, do you think that after passing, that there might be some sort of way? Like, they can't like directly communicate with us, obviously, but there might be some kind of way to like do something that makes you think of them. And that's their way of, like, communicating?
I feel like they can communicate with you because I can tell you what happened the day he died.
Okay.
So, we had people come over from, like, the church because my mom wanted to feel comfortable with, like, people from the church. And basically, it was, instead of being, like, a more religious thing, it became a lynching.
Okay.
So we left, and, like, the last I saw of him was in the morning when he was getting his cereal, and he went. And then that night, I had a dream. Basically, like, I went back in time, but it was me, and I was talking to all my old friends. I was like, where's my brother? And I was asking them, I was like, I need to find him. It's, like, important. And then, like, I teamed up with all my old friends that I would hang out with. It was 4th grade. It was, like, the time I went back to. And then I found Brad. And he was just coming into the house. He had this backpack. And he's like, who the hell are you? And then I'm like, and then we like go into a back room. And usually my dreams are a little bit like crazy how like the world changes all the time.
Right.
This time it wasn't. It was just a
Like
direct
fluid
setting of my house. And I told him, I'm your brother. Like one of those dreams where you're like excited to tell him. And he's like, you're not my brother. He's little. I'm like, I'm your brother. And I like told him scenarios to prove. I opened his backpack. It was drugs because my brother was addicted to drugs very heavily. And I basically stopped him from doing that. I was like, you don't need to do that. And I got rid of the backpack. And then I went downstairs and it was a whole different time setting. It was how it is now, like 2017 when it was. And then he just kind of comes in the room. And for some reason, I just start crying in the dream, just like major. And he looks, and he's like in his suit, and he wore the most awful clothes, and he wore stripes with plaid all the time. It just drove me insane. Or like, he had this plaid shirt that he'd wear with a yellow bow tie and like striped pants. I'm just like, I always told him, I was like, you dress like you're from freaking Walmart, man. He's like, I'm styling. But anyways. he like straightened his bow tie and he's like, it's time for me to go. And I told my mom because I had a dream a week before my sister died, and then a week later, she was my sister-in-law, so her mom called my dad same day, just on a next week.
Right.
And the difference between my call and her call was 5 minutes, saying that she's dead.
Oh, wow.
And she's came to me a few times, but then I told my mom, I was like, I had one of those dreams again, one of those serious dreams. My mom's like, it's just a dream, it's not serious.
No.
Not 5 minutes later, we get a knock on the door from the cops that he's dead.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Do you think that, because I would say that's something that a lot of people don't have, do you think there's something that, like, you've allowed your brain to kind of, like, have this, I don't want to say, like, ability, but this,
It kind of
like,
feels
knowing?
like that.
Yeah?
Well, they always come to me. Like, even, I'm not friends with him anymore, but even Elliot Wood's mom came to me because she told me there was one dream where I was, like, spending the whole day with her. She told me to tell the dad it's okay. That's all she said. And then we were sitting in the exact spot over at the Costa Vida by like the junior high.
Right.
And we were sitting in the same spot as we were in the dream, and I told them about it, and I was like, is her name Lisa? And they're like, yeah. I was like, I didn't know that. And then they were kind of like looking at each other, and I was like, she wanted me to tell you it's okay. And he's like, he kind of like was like, wow. He's like, I just barely started dating again. So, but
wow.
It's been since I was little that I've had like these,
like weird.
like I remember astral projecting, but just thinking it was a dream by accident. I remember watching my body jump onto my bed and fall asleep.
Right, so kind of like we'll say it's like watching yourself in third person type of thing.
Yeah, it was like I was playing myself as a game.
That's really
But
weird.
that's the only time I can ever remember astral projecting. I remember watching myself go to sleep. I was like, I'm tired, and I watched myself, and I fell asleep. But the whole Brad situation... Okay, before we get to that, then my sister-in-law that passed away, after that I had to sleep on the floor in my dad's office because like my step and whatnot came over. They took my room and stuff. And I just had the worst sleep. And I remember we were downstairs in my dream. I had one dream that night, and it was my whole family was down there, my nephews and Jason, which was married to her, and they all go upstairs, and then all of a sudden it's Jenny, my sister, and I'm like, and it's always like, I get these feelings in my chest in the dreams, like it's real. I'm like, can anyone else see you? And she's just like, and I was like, just me, and she never has talked to me even to this day. And then I was like, do you need me to help you communicate to Jason? And I woke up, and then like, she wouldn't appear constantly, but it started out she would hold up a 5, and then a 4, a 3, and then eventually I told them. And then now, like, it's very rare that they're in a dream now, but they're always together now, my brother and her. And me and my brother look at each other like we both know that we can only see her. But like, with Brad, I don't feel him anymore. I feel like whatever he's supposed to do, he's doing that now. But for the longest time, I would feel his presence. Of course, the Tweezer story.
Right.
And like, there was one time where I was like, I asked him, he was in a dream, and he came with me. I was like, do they allow music in heaven? I was like, is it that piano crap? And he's like, no. I was like, can we listen to rap in heaven? He's like,
yeah. At least there's good music.
But like, I got the impression it was real, and then like stuff has happened to my mom, where like I was over at my friend Tracy's house, and she was like barely falling asleep, and she got like a hug, and she's like, and she heard I'm fine.
Huh.
Interesting. Have you ever told someone that? So have you had multiple ones besides the one with Elliot and your family? Has there been like other circumstances?
There's times where I can, like, just with paranormal.
Well, like, where I was going with it is, have you ever told someone, like, that someone in their family who passed, you, like, talked to them and they wanted to say something and had, like, a negative response?
No.
So I can imagine it'd be a touchy subject for a lot of people.
Not that I know of. It's just, like, usually I feel like I have some kind of energy or something, or, like, I have something about me that the afterlife feels comfortable with using me as a medium.
Right. They're like attracted towards like, some sort of energy that you have that they can see maybe or something like that.
I've always I know it's kind of boasting, but I've always thought, do I have a higher purpose to be able to do this kind of stuff? Ever since I was little, though.
Right.
Like I was in 8th grade when I had the dream about my sister dying.
Yeah.
And then when we went to the house that night, I was just kind of like baffled because it was exactly like my dream. Just everyone. But like there's been a lot of dreams with Brad, but there's the ones where I can tell that it's just a dream.
Right.
And then there's the ones where I'm like, okay, this is actually something.
This is something
Because
else.
but a lot of the dreams, like, I'll be like, you're not really dead. And I was like, and I'll go back to saying, I hate you. Things were better when you were dead. And it's just, and I know that either that's him trying to tell me to move on, and then there's the ones where he's a complete dumbass, like he was when he was himself.
Right.
Where I know that that's nothing. But like, at the same time, those are the dream circumstances, but like I've had like ghost experiences, and even some with Forrest.
Okay.
But I remember the first time I saw a ghost was a ghost me and my brother Jeff had both seen. But before I saw it, maybe like 3 or 4 years prior to that, he saw it.
Okay.
So my house used to be very, very haunted, and it had plenty of ghosts in it. There was multiple ones. There was 2 downstairs and 2 upstairs. There was one that would come through the door and go down the hall. Like you've been in my house,
yeah.
So it comes in the front door and then goes down the hallway, goes into the back left room.
Okay.
So we're all downstairs. I'm like a little kid. My brother's just playing the guitar, like, and he hears like creaking, and it, like at the corner of his eye, he just sees this woman just kind of, and he like, it's like, holy crap!
Right,
like,
just kind of stunned.
Yeah, like I've only felt that feeling once, and I feel like because of that, I can't feel it again, and I'm not scared of it anymore.
Right.
So he's like, guys, I just saw a ghost. Like, legit. Like, she was wearing, like, a dress and all this stuff. And fast forward to, like, 3 years. I'm in 5th grade, and I'm watching... I had, like, one of those square TVs.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, my eyes are still kind of diluted because of the brightness. And I have my headphones on, too. So I can't hear anything. And I kind of just look in the hall, and it's dark. And the best way I can describe seeing a ghost is not how, like seeing just a person there. It's almost like you get a piece of tracing paper and then you put 2 more tracing papers over it and you start to move them and it looks like something's trying to come through. It's almost surreal, but I just remember looking at it and so here's the doorway and she was like this and she just does this, but it was like kind of like
it wasn't clear.
Yeah, but like you could obviously see.
Right. You could identify what it was, what she was doing, but it wasn't like you could explain facial feature type of thing.
No, I could.
You could?
It's just like, it's almost like in Star Wars when like the holograms went.
Right.
It's
okay.
like that.
That makes
but
sense.
But more like a ghostly image, and she was kind of a tint blue.
Tint blue. Interesting.
Like a light tint. Like
they do associate, like, anytime you think of energy, you think of, like, a bluish color for some reason.
Yeah, or, like, white.
Yeah, or
but
white. Something more, like, peaceful almost.
And then, like, I remember when Brad was younger, he was doing, like, crazy stuff, and he was bringing stuff into the home. And it was just so dark. And, like, by that, I mean, like, just, like, evil. It wasn't, like, ghosts. We've had ghosts, and then we've had demons.
Something else, yeah.
And when I was in junior high, my mom's a flight attendant, and she would leave for 5 to 4 days at a time, and I would be left at home, and like there's always something watching you from behind, and you feel like, I don't feel it now, but like it's almost like this electric energy in the air,
right?
Where, like you just feel stuff, and like there would be stuff that would touch you like that as you walk down the stairs.
You kind of think like.
No, like, you physically can feel it.
Well, no, I know, but then you think, like, what the fuck type of thing.
Well, so when I first saw that ghost, I was so, like, paralyzed. Like, I can understand how people can, like, be paralyzed, like, in the movies. They're just stuck. That's how it was, and it felt all, like, this energy. It was the most scared I've ever been in my life. And ever since then, I just stopped getting scared of them. And I just, like, even since I was little, I was like, I have a higher purpose. And I was like, you can't touch me.
Right.
That's why you haven't been able to fuck with me. and you can only show yourself to me. And like the more I started getting that mindset, the more things started just being around but leaving me alone, messing with everyone else. And then
Do you think I was thinking about this while you were saying that, is like, do you think they use fear sometimes, because that's like obviously you know what everyone just like anytime someone has some sort of experience they say it was scary. Do you think they use fear because that's such a memorable emotion, so they want to be remembered type of thing?
They get energy from it,
right?
I believe, and fear is the best way to manipulate you.
Definitely.
God damn it. but what was I saying? No,
Right.
They use fear for energy.
Tasty.
Carry on.
Seems like that lasted a long time, Fizzin.
Where was I getting
fear
at?
using as...
Okay, so
I'm
trying to remember the story I was going to jump to from that.
Right.
But anyways, there was... I'm totally like mind fucked right now.
Well, you were saying you felt like touches on your arm, and then they were using
so
fear
you
as
felt
like a...
touches, you
yeah.
would feel whispers. When you're going downstairs, my out window, you would always like genuinely know that something's on the other side of that mirror just staring at you from the outside.
Right.
Skippy would always have his ears up.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, what the fuck's here? And then for a while, he didn't even live there. When I had to stay there, it was just me. And then the more I started getting the mindset, like, I'm like, I don't care about you guys anymore. And like, they started going away. And then Brad, I don't know what he did because he wouldn't tell us. He probably just like did some dumb Ouija board the wrong way. Because there was like, the house physically wasn't shaking, but you felt like it was shaking. And it was like, you heard that noise.
Right.
And like, and my mom's like, it was just us three. And like, it just felt like the house was like doing this. She's like, I want to say a prayer. And like, it was almost like you heard all these hands like doing this. And like, while we're saying the prayer. And then at the end, you just hear, and my deadbolt upstairs. So the door was like this. The deadbolt blasted through the wood.
Oh, wow.
Broke open the other way.
To that room that...
To the front door.
To the front door.
And we locked it, and then it was just open, so whatever was there was like vanished or whatever.
Right. So it was like it was pushing it out.
Mm-hmm. So that's why the house was shaking, because it didn't want to leave. And then after that, like, we would get like... So there was one time, it was Thomas, Josh...
Yeah.
And whatever her name is, dumbass, and
girl.
Yeah.
And Forrest and Chandler and some other people, and we went to the Salt Lake Cemetery to play, and my cousin was there too, and we were all doing this stuff, and they say that Josh was moving it, but literally I watched his finger fall off and my finger. And this ghost said that I had a big purpose. I always ask it that because it kind of like lifts me up. I'm like, okay, I can get inspired to do stuff.
Right.
And then I felt okay with him. And then we walked over, and then it said that they told us that there was 5 of them there. And then we were like, who wants to talk to us? There were like only 3 of us, and 2 of them were scared. And then Josh was like playing like E40, just like antagonizing them, and just like everyone's trying to piss him off, and they're like, do you want us to leave? And the sprinklers did that minute. Do you remember that, Forrest?
A little bit.
When the sprinklers just turned on instantly, and
I remember the sprinklers coming on, yeah. I forgot we did it in the cemetery. Forgot about a lot of things.
Yeah.
And then like, you're supposed to like, everyone like wave their hand over it.
Right.
I forgot to. So I found out that the 2 that were afraid was the mother and daughter, and I only know this because when we went home, like, we had a fun night, like, Forrest went into like the LDS like fountain and stuff. He was super drunk. It was a great night.
Yeah.
And we get home at like 7 a.m. and we just crash, and then we wake up and Brad's like, Alec, because he loved ghost scenarios. It's like, Alec, look at mom's phone. So when you try and get into my mom's phone, it takes a picture.
Right.
If you do it wrong, and it's literally 2 personages, a little one and a big one. I'm like, and me and Ethan, like, we hadn't said anything about playing the Ouija board. We just look at each other and we're like, those are the 2.
Oh, wow.
And then I had this phone, Forrest might remember, kind of, where it was so cracked, it was just obliterated, and it would only charge if it was constantly plugged in.
Yeah.
So I was in the bathroom, and they were trying to mess with me at some point, but I'm at this point where I'm like, I just don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know you're there. Like,
Right.
It's like second nature to me.
Right.
Like, the afterlife and ghosts at this point. And my phone did, and it did against the wall. I'm like,
great.
no, I just rolled my eyes because I broke my phone, but it still worked. I could still play it. And then Jordan came over. I think, okay, yeah, Jordan.
Yeah.
So Jordan came over, and I was telling him about it, and he's trying to antagonize them. He's like, come on here, I'm not scared of you, just doing the thing. And then, like, he was over by one of my electrical outlets, and I literally shot out this electricity at him. It did, and he's like, holy shit.
That would definitely make you think
then,
twice about saying shit.
And, like, I had, like, a low thyroid for, like, 3 years. I had no idea until, like, maybe, like, a month ago. So I'm, like, super drowsy all the time. I'm lazy. I'm just laying down. And I feel like they looked at me every day, and they're like, this guy's not doing shit. And
Right.
They left. They're not there anymore.
What was that?
Guy.
I didn't do anything to get them out or anything. I think I just bored them literally past death.
Right. They just were like, well, he's not going to interact with us, so why even be here?
Mm-hmm.
So do you watch a lot of different shows or anything that are like... Is there anything you've seen that you're like, this is what it's like? Or similar to what you've experienced?
Okay, what's that really dumb show when he's like, I didn't believe in ghosts until I came face
Ghost
to face with
Adventures.
Yeah, Ghost Adventures.
Okay, that's bullshit. All of that.
Okay.
Because one of the guys said that it's all staged.
Uh-huh.
Because he's like, I'm possessed, I'm
Yeah.
possessed.
That's what they said.
When I was
Yeah.
little, I thought, like, I think it was Ghost Hunters or something, where their, like, company was Taps. I thought that was real.
Yeah, Ghost Hunters.
That staged as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They say as soon as you get on TV, they're staged. Like,
Right.
The
Like-
one that I believe in is Destination Truth, because he's actually had, like, press conferences about things he's found.
turn my
Yeah.
phone on silent, jeez.
So I believe in that one.
Well, then there's the Fact or Faked show with...
Ben
Yeah.
Hansen.
Yeah.
I've told you about that, right?
He knows Ben Hansen.
Well, we went to school with his brother.
Yeah.
So my mom babysat him and was he was in our
Oh, really?
church and stuff. So I remember, I think you were with me. I was like, hey, Ben, can I see your phone? And, like, he knows my mom and, like, the whole family and stuff. I remember watching that one day, and my mom's like, is that Ben Hansen on the Sci-Fi Network? And
Yeah.
So I guess apparently we know their whole family.
Yeah, we went to Comic-Con the one time, and Luke was there with them.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, oh, what's up, dude? How you doing?
Luke was
Yeah.
always a good dude.
Yeah, and they were just sitting there hanging out. And I got the picture with Ben Hansen the one
Yeah,
time.
you're
and I was
like-
doing the creepy face.
And I'm wearing, like, I was, like, really self-conscious, and, like, I was smaller, and I'd wear, like, big coats, like, be buff, and I have, like, this, I'm giant compared to Ben Hansen. He's, like, 6'5".
Yeah, he's big. He's way tall.
Yeah, he's a big
I
dude.
think I have a picture of me next to him. I don't know if it's where it's at.
You
though.
actually don't look that... Do you still have the picture of us in common? Because I lost it.
I don't know if I have it or not.
It could be on one of my flash drives.
Or
So
on
let's-
Facebook. Is it on Facebook still?
Do
Or
you-
it was on some sort of
My
social-
Facebook is deleted.
Oh,
if you-
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fucking...
We can get into that story one day, too.
Right. That's the thing, is there's not enough time in one night to get all your stories.
I have so many.
What, kind of moving away from the ghost, because I think that, we could talk about that for days, it sounds like. Have you had seen anything that, like, UFO related?
No, but I believe in it.
Right. Now, because we were talking with Forrest's brother, who was here 2 nights ago, and his thought was That's a great picture.
Do you have me in the big coat right next to him?
No, I don't have many pictures. They're all
You
gone.
cropped me out, you bastard.
No, but I have that one.
I remember that. Like,
Man, he must be seeing some real shit.
okay, I didn't know
And-
Lou Ferrigno had a stroke. Off topic.
Yeah.
And he's deaf.
And he's deaf.
And I go up to him. I'm like, Lou Ferrigno, why are you talking like that? Like, I can sound like Lou Ferrigno if I really want to. And he's like, I've had a stroke. I was like, I'm so sorry.
It's a dude from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, yeah.
God, he's a
Okay.
big fucking dude.
It was sad.
Giant, but there was no one there. He's just, that's when it first
No one
started.
was at his booth or anything.
He played. What does he play?
He's
in?
like, you will speak once spoken.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He slapped
And no
me.
one, like, he was just there at his booth. No one was going up for signatures.
I could tell he was annoyed with me, but like,
Yeah, no one. And then Alex like, do you care if we get a picture? Because they charge.
Yeah.
And no one was around. He's like, yeah, I'll take a picture with you guys.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I feel like if he were to come back, he'd get a little bit more because it's so big now.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I'm so bored of. Maybe it's been like 2 years since I've been, but like my brother helped start it.
Yeah.
But it got to a point where I just felt like a glorified tour guide. I would get all my friends, and they'd eventually they'd be like, "Fuck you, Alec," and they'd just leave and don't
Right.
like. I'd get like trapped, and
No, I never actually went with you, sadly. Always fucking working.
I tried.
No, I know you tried, and I wanted to go. Because you always had fucking VIP tickets. You're like, dude, just come. And I always had to fucking work.
Oh yeah, we were saying Sundance is next weekend.
Oh, yeah, it is.
So we
isn't
should.
it?
We were saying we should go from our phone. Andy Belnakis live stream from up there.
Yeah.
I do know that Flying Lotus is doing a show.
Mm-hmm.
I got to talk to him a couple times last year. He's way cool. Have you ever been to one of his shows?
Mm-mm.
If it's anything like his other shows, it will be 3D, and like it's just the way it's laid out. It just looks like it's coming at you. It's really
Right.
cool.
Oh, he's such a... I don't even know what to call him. Like, he's such a performer, but he's also really...
He just did something for Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Yeah. Well, no, that's not what I'm trying to say. Like, when he does stuff, it's so...
It's unique.
Yeah, it's unique
It's
and
his
extremely artistic. Like, he puts so much in the music, but also cares so much about the production. You just don't see that much. Nowadays it's just
Yeah, he's a good guy.
get some hot girls twerking and throw money on them. And
I don't know. That's more Thundercat.
Thundercat was cool though. And Alec was taking a video of him, and then he put the wiener over Thundercat.
Okay, so I have like a flaccid wiener of myself that I cropped out on Snapchat, and I need to make a new one because it's 2018. It's time for a new flaccid.
Right,
But I
flaccid
literally post it over everything. Like my brother got free tickets to Muse and Jared Leto's band, and Jared Leto's swinging this flag, and I just post my penis on it. He's just swinging my wiener around. And then there's this one where he's like trying to run away, and it looks like my wiener's chasing him. And it's like, ew, get away from me, Utah beast. But
so what I was saying is what Kai was saying is he thinks he definitely believes in other life forms and stuff, but he doesn't think they visited us. Do you?
I
they
think
have?
they definitely visit us, and I think our government definitely. I feel like that we're at a point as a society where, like, if they tell us, we'll just be like, oh, cool.
Or
Like, we're not-
yeah, no shit, we fucking known.
Or it's not gonna be. We're not gonna be like, oh God. It's not gonna be like the 50s when we're like, it's the end of the world.
I thought for a while though that it would cause like a mass hysteria, but maybe like something that wouldn't last for long. Because I think a lot of people just don't.
It's just gonna last as long as Logan Paul's Suicide Forest video.
It's not long enough.
You're gonna be like, oh shit, and then next week Jake Paul's gonna do something. We're gonna forget about Ian.
He did. He was rapping and said the N-word in front of a bunch of people.
They forgot about that already.
Yeah, fuck.
Now he's doing a song with Tory Lanez.
Yeah, I know, and that's the thing that's with the media is it's always there's a new story every minute and a half that takes up people's time.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna be like.
Oh no, I got gum in, so don't even worry about it. Turn into ASMR gum chewing channel.
Oh man, I think people would be triggered.
Yeah, they would.
We should just live stream just like that girl that like is just eating a pickle. She's
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My girlfriend loves that video, or when she's like,
It's
what
just-
sounds like the type.
It's just so weird because the only one I watch is also a porn star. So I follow her on YouTube and she just does shit. She'll just be
Yeah, they just do weird.
here for you.
Yeah, the thing, and then they'll like, someone will come in, they're like, welcome, thank you for joining us. just what they do.
I swear they just see whatever's in their fucking bedroom, like, oh, I can make weird noises.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like,
The one had Velcro.
yeah.
You guys might not know who this is, and I was skeptical at first because I just thought she was so stupid, but my girlfriends made me a fan.
Okay.
Her name is Trisha Paytas, and I thought that she was insane. But literally, it's like so beautiful how she masters all this stuff. She puts on this persona of being mentally insane.
What, ASMR? Is that what you're talking about?
No, her name's Trisha Paytas.
YouTube, or is it like
YouTube. And like just the things she says is so out of it.
It sounds familiar. I think I may know who you're talking about.
there was
She used to be a stripper, but now she's just a YouTuber.
there was this thing that just, I don't think it blew up, but is going around. This girl was trying to grow her YouTube, and she always joked around like, if we hit I don't think she would joke around. It was obviously serious. If we hit 1 million subscribers, I'll do a porno with my boyfriend and a girl.
You're talking about Lena the Plug.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Lena the Plug. I watched it. I wasn't impressed with her, but her friend was fucking A1.
Wait, she did a porn?
Yeah.
She did a porno with Adam22. And speaking of Adam22, my girlfriend's ex-boyfriend, that got the Supreme logo tattooed on his forehead.
Oh, he must be really cool.
No, he like. Do you know? There's a YouTuber that hangs out with Adam named Tana Mojo or Mongoose something. And he hangs out with her, and he occasionally hangs out with Adam22, and it's just so annoying. He was just with Jaden Smith tonight, and he's just the most piece of shit human.
Who?
My girlfriend's ex-boyfriend. I'm gonna give him a major shout out. His name's Marcus Walls.
Marcus Walls, if you're hearing this, apparently you're a big piece of shit. Probably gonna regret that Supreme tattoo as well. Just throwing that out.
I don't regret it.
You will later though. What's the girl that your girlfriend?
So Trisha, and I say it how it's spelled for some reason. It's Paytas. I can't say Paytas.
Haters?
So just type in Trisha. Yeah. And then just click on her.
Oh, I know this. Yeah,
So
I've
we
seen.
Let me see the picture of her. I think I know who it is, but
Yeah.
no, I
Like
don't.
she has. She was like, I'm Jewish by acquaintance because I've had sex with a lot of Jewish men.
So she's a joke. Like she's a character.
That's what she wants you to think, but she's not. That's why it's so beautiful. So she gets away with saying stuff like it's
because
a
she's
character.
saying it's a character, but it's actually her.
That's pretty fucking.
But then
funny.
she goes back and says, people think that I'm a character.
Then who the other weird one? Who's that? Who's that one other blonde chick? It's like I'm something.
Poppy.
Poppy, yeah.
Fucking
Oh, she's gonna be at Sundance.
Yeah,
Really?
she's fucking crazy.
Yeah, she is.
She's actually really not.
No.
I've looked at interviews.
No, she's not. Her content is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't like her music because it's god awful.
Yeah, her music's really bad.
I listen to the snippets of Poppy Computer. I'm just like,
I think it's. I've watched every single one that came
Oh,
out.
Kai's commenting. I forgot we killed him. I saw her porn. I hate Adam22 so motherfucking much. Fuck you, Marcus. That's Kai.
Yeah, I watched the porn too. It wasn't like I wasn't interested on his girlfriend or this Adam22.
My girlfriend always sends me like videos of Lena the Plug being like, come to my Snapchat. I'm like, Tori, stop it.
Well, she's not entertaining.
No,
She's really not. She's just kind of trashy.
That's exactly what I've been saying.
I say kind of. I'm being nice. She's fucking disgusting. Like, really. I'm surprised she has 1 million subscribers. Not surprised she did the porn.
She actually just hit 1 million.
Yeah, she just did the porn. It's trending on Pornhub. How would I know that? Don't ask questions.
Wait, do you know what's trending on Pornhub?
Yeah, it was. Because I was searching the trending section. I saw it. And I'm
that's a
like,
thing?
yeah. And I was like, who's this? YouTube star does porn. So that's how I found out about her because I went on YouTube and searched her. I was like, shit, she really did
go
it.
at Wes on Pornhub _Kitty Fiddler.
Right?
Have you? Oh god, Pornhub's awesome. Just all the
I
recently
love
it's
the
all
comment
in.
section.
Oh, the comments are the best, but I just love how they're all incest-based videos
Oh,
these days.
I know.
Like you go to all the top, and they're all brother or something brother.
Blackmail sister for
Yeah.
going out partying.
Right?
I know this is hard to believe, but I really don't watch porn that much anymore.
That's
And like,
okay.
I remember this one time. There was this one where it was this mother and it was in first person, and I hate those. And she's like, "Oh, you're looking cute today, son." And it's not stepmom; it's mom.
Mom.
Oh, I hate
Mom.
I did that one time. I clicked on one of them and it started
And you
calling
just-
mom,
you just feel
and I was
disgusting.
like, "Yep,
Yeah,
I'm,
you're like, I feel sick.
I'm going to sleep now."
and then you come, and then you feel really sick.
You're like, I'll just come.
Yeah. I got nothing better to do. No, but no, I mean, it's a time thing, right? Like, I don't have 20 minutes every day to sit down and just watch porn. I mean,
20 minutes?
20 minutes? You mean 3 minutes?
Come on,
3
dude.
minutes tops.
you want to have a competition?
You're not sitting there to enjoy yourself.
No,
You're just
I'm
sitting
not.
there to shoot out a cum.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's why I don't have time anymore.
Forrest, you should try doing that thing I told you with 4chan.
Oh.
Let's see if that
good.
Let's see if that does.
As soon as we started talking about porn, 3 people left.
Well, that's okay.
Well, we still have 3 viewers.
But
I posted on my Snapchat the slide up thing. So
what?
you can post the link to your.
Oh, you can.
So like, see, like
Yeah, where have you
it's
been?
my Snapchat. Or look, see, it's our. I just did. We're live, and then you. Oh shit. Then you. If I can get it to work, but yeah. So you slide up, and then boink. Us.
So I don't do. I'm not.
You don't do the social medias.
I do, but I just don't. I don't do it every day like a lot of people do.
Yeah. So we
I
definitely.
sent Grandma the link also. Not me, Ma.
She's the one of the viewers. You say that's who's watching right now.
Your mom?
No, we said I sent Grandma the viewer. She's joking, but
Your mom would be like,
Oh, it's that Polynesian boy.
she said Halico's Polynesian.
Well, that's
like when I'm 10, maybe.
no. I don't even think then. Never once I was like, man, Alec really looks a little Polynesian today.
It was funny.
Yeah. Where were we before the porn tangent and girls being trashy? You have
We're
a
talking about
girlfriend.
aliens.
We're talking about aliens. You have a girlfriend now, though.
Yes.
That's cool. How's that going?
It's going really good. It's like the happiest time ever.
Yeah, that's what I like.
She was just here, too.
Where'd you guys meet?
We met online.
You're so 2017.
No, but like we have mutual friends. So one of my friends, which is a producer, his name's like Khalil Bios. Shout out.
Shout out.
Produced for Little Yachty Bone. Shout out.
Oh, shout out. Hit us
But,
up.
No, he's cool. But I noticed that she was friends with him, and also before Marcus Wells was an even bigger dumbass than he is now. Like that whole. It's just the Kansas City kids that are just
Hey, up here, quick.
The Kansas City Kings.
kids. They're just
Oh.
all methed out idiots.
She doesn't like hair in Utah. His girlfriend.
Oh,
She lives in Missouri, so. But they just like posted the most cringy stuff, and then I saw her and instantly I was like, she's so beautiful. I thought she was 25. She's
Yeah.
like a year younger than me.
Oh wow.
But yeah, we started. I was like really depressed because it's just like stuff dealing with Brad and and I was like, I just got to get out of here. Like we were friends on Facebook and stuff. And, like, she's messaged me occasionally. She would like my stuff. I was like, maybe she thinks I'm cute. And then like her and Marcus weren't together anymore. He went
Right.
to jail for like the millionth time.
Oh, cool.
And then we just started talking when I went to Washington. I told my mom, I was like, I'm going to Washington, and I don't know why, but there's a reason. I guess that was the reason,
Hey,
so I could find her.
hey, you
And
never
then-
know.
I told her, I think what sealed the deal, I was like, my mom's a flight attendant. I could come see you whenever.
There you go.
So, since
Distance doesn't fucking matter.
then, I always see long distance doesn't work, but it seems to be doing pretty fine.
I've heard stories where it does.
We talk literally every day.
Yeah.
We have a schedule. We have movie night.
Oh yeah.
And
Do you guys like tune up movies together and?
yeah, we usually like just click at the same time.
Yeah.
We watch it over the phone while we're on the phone. And
Well, that's the thing is with
Yeah, people do that like for Twitch. You
Mhm.
can you can't legally show the video and stuff, so they'll do watch-alongs. Like we could watch
me watch him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you like watch it together. Yeah, it's a thing.
But yeah, now it's almost been 8 months.
wow, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
Word up, brother.
I was just talking to her before we started streaming.
Yeah.
She went to bed. She was wanting to watch this, but like, it's like an hour ahead, and she has school tomorrow. It starts.
Right. Yeah. No, it's completely understandable. We stream late.
Yeah.
So.
I told her that. I was like, I'm probably gonna be out till like 4 or 5.
Right.
So 6 her time.
Or late streaming boys.
We're the late streaming boys.
Frosted tipped boys.
Hey, I'll get my tips frosted for the.
What if you dipped just the tip of your wiener in bleach? Do you think it would go white?
It would burn and shit. Fuck, it would go inside my
Yeah, it
pinky
would
hole.
hurt real bad.
That
for sure,
seems
but-
like a force test. This definitely seems like something you need to test and see what happens.
When I may or may not have. When I. Okay. Gotta figure out a word this.
Did Kai paint this?
Yes, I asked him that, and I am pretty sure he did.
I wonder what the big K Curtis is like. Hey Kai, did you paint this right
See what
here?
he said?
God damn it, Kai.
You can also go at me on Pornhub, Kitty Fiddler 13.
13.
But yeah, I was like joking around when I thought I had an STD, and then I was at the church and cleaning. I was like, I took a video of me splashing holy water on my wiener. I was like, this will cure any disease.
I remember.
It did.
Not.
I remember going to that church that you cleaned, and I was with James. My balls and everything were out in like the holy room, and I was playing the organ. I was like, "This is what Brandon Hoover taught me back in '09."
Did you go with me?
No,
I don't think it was me.
It was I cannot remember. It was Steve. It was Chandler, Forrest, me, and I think Thomas was there. Probably, maybe not, because Thomas is usually all over the place.
I think Thomas was there. Well, I don't know. He's been a couple times with me, so
Yeah.
I've been there with him though, but I don't think he was there this time.
it was always because I was like, oh shit, forgot to do that.
Right.
And then Steve came and brought us all
Oh yeah,
Kiva juice.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Good Steve. Good guy Steve.
He's a good boy.
Holding it
I
down.
Oh yeah, Kai said he painted that.
Yeah.
Kai got some Yeezys. His girlfriend bought him some for his birthday.
My girlfriend has Yeezys too, so I'm used to it, Kai.
I got Walmart slippers.
My dad was wearing.
Walmart. I have these black pants I wear all the time. People think that they're really cool. Like, I'm at Walmart.
No.
So the secret is you get something that's really nice and you mix it with Walmart shit,
Exactly.
and they don't know the difference.
Right.
My brother bought me Ultra Boost for Christmas. Shout out Kai.
Ultra Boost or Yeezy
Ultra Boost, just Ultra Boost, but they're dope.
Ew, Kai.
No, they're dope, dude.
Thought you had better taste. Just kidding. I don't even know what fucking Ultra Boost.
Kai, do you want to
Those
see
are
what
my
I'm
black
wearing right
ones
now?
I was wearing, remember?
Are they? Those look like velvet.
They're Tyler the Creator's new Converse.
That makes sense.
Oh, he can see them. We're just delayed. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for
Yeah, it's a little bit behind. So yeah, why don't you explain your what should I call it? Acquaintanceship with Tyler, the creator.
We can get into this.
Yeah.
So, my uncle went to school with Tyler, the Creator, and like, I don't even know, but like, I've known Tyler since about maybe 2011, and then he started coming out with like occasionally when I'd be with my uncle, he would be doing stuff with Tyler. Like, I think Bastard had just came out, but I had no idea. Like, I just saw him as, oh, he makes music, and I didn't really care. I was in
Right.
the 8th grade. And then, like, I remember Yonkers came out, and I saw that shit on iTunes. I was like, I know this guy.
Yeah.
And I remember listening to it, and then I was one of those kids that's like, I feel so bad. I feel evil. And then I remember, like, my mom's met him a few times, too, and I remember one time I ran up on him, and he's like, without even knowing me behind him, he's just talking to his friend. He's like, I'm so glad that my dad come to my mom that night. But he's cool. I've done a lot of things. I get to meet a lot of celebrities because of him every time I go help him out at the
Yeah.
carnival.
That's pretty cool. I'd like to meet him someday. Seems like
He's pretty cool. Like,
seems like a nice guy too.
he's way nice.
He
but
seems like a real
you-
dick in his videos.
Well, yeah.
he can be, but like, you just gotta get him on his nice days. You don't film. If you're a true friend, you don't ask for pictures.
Well, yeah.
Unless it's
You're
like
just-
picture time. But then,
Yeah.
You're just. That's what I don't get. Like,
I mean,
I
like,
have a weird perception of celebrities, and I don't know. I just don't. I don't want this to come off rude, but they're just not special. They're just another person who has an extraordinary talent.
Like,
So I
feel like people are so, like, they love listening to something and then they start to idolize them. And, like, I've been star-studded before.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm sure. I know there's people that if I saw, I'd be like, oh my god, what the fuck? I don't even know what to say.
There is a famous person that I have became acquainted with that you might not know of, but Forrest does.
Fucking Henry Winkler.
Yeah.
The Fonz, the coach and Waterboy.
Why and how?
Just ran into him so much. That
Oh, actually, I knew about this. Yeah, I saw pictures
So the
of
first
him.
time I ran into him, I was actually on my way to go see Tyler. What can I say now?
He said, not a fan, TBH. He said, what if Alec mistook a random black guy named Tyler for Tyler the Creator?
Probably.
Probably.
But the first time I ran into him, I was on my way to, like, I think it was, like, to go talk to Tyler about Comic-Con, potentially. But
Yeah.
never went through. It was just too busy. And I was on my way there, and my mom was changing out of her uniform. I'm just sitting there. Dickhole just slams into me. He's not looking where the fuck he's going. I turn around. I, like, have a big head. I'm, like, look super scary. And I'm just, like, and it's this little old man. I'm like, wait. And evil face went away. I'm like, you're the fucking Fonz.
You should have went, hey!
Hit him in the chest.
But I remember I walked up to him earlier. I'm like, hey, I'm sorry if I, like, gave you, like, a really mean face earlier. I'm not a genuinely mean person all the time. And he's like, no, he's the sweetest old man.
Yeah.
He's not even, I'm not going to call him an old man. He's the sweetest person, but, like, and he walked up to everyone flirts with my mom. We can get into that later. All the fucking NBA players, fucking boys to men trying to get her backstage. There's pictures.
Boys to men. Never stop.
There is a basketball player that's like, oh, we should go on a date. He's, like, really famous, has a bunch of rings, but I don't know his name. I'll have to look it up.
Insert every basketball player. I don't know.
But... And then my mom walked up to him, and he's, like, flirting with my mom. I'm like... And then, like, we ran into each other a couple more times, and then I was like, hey, dude. And then Forrest was with me, and he's like, hi, Alec.
Hey, Comic-Con. Oh, hey, Alec.
Oh, hey,
And then he was kissing, there was some girls in front of us, and he's, like, kissing them. He's like, just kissing them all the door. Like, what? I was like, oh, please, starts kissing Alec. The Fonz.
Oh, hey, Alec.
Forrest, the face on Forrest, he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because we're there meeting the Fonz, and he's like, oh, hey, Alec.
Like, if you hear me saying all these stories, like, it obviously sounds fake and bullshit. But I feel like now I have so much proof to back it up. Like,
I don't.
Especially the Tyler thing. That went around at school for a while. They're just like, why are you lying? Like, you don't know him. And then, like, it just got really annoying. And they're like...
Well, I knew it because the first time you fucking showed or told me about it, or I asked you about it or something like that, you're like, oh, yeah, look, can you show me a picture? And it was you, like, hugging Tyler. I'm like, oh, yeah, I mean...
And then I think
there's no point to bullshit about it.
I just have so many pictures of him now and videos. And,
Right.
And, like, all of his friends. And
I'm going to start changing the story. I'm like, yeah, and then we met the Fonz, and Alex started making out. Alex jerked off the Fonz.
He's
What's
a
up?
cute man.
Yeah, hey, I bet back in the day, that guy had to beat people off with a stick. The Fonz was as big as anyone you can think of.
I don't know who the other lurker was there for a sec. They were just
Yeah, that's Meemaw. She left. She's way offended.
It's Kai and then someone else. Still, there was 2 lurkers. It'll go up to 5 and then back down.
Yeah.
Hey, it's open. Thanks for the page views, you fucks.
Right.
Do the thing I told you. See if it does anything.
I don't know how to do it on my end.
What, do you just post it on 4chan, your link? And, or what is it? 4chan, the random one where
No, just,
used to be
you
the
have
bad
to-
stuff.
You have to find the official Twitch, and then
That one was wild.
I'm only saying this now.
I still check it out from time to time.
I have been
Because
on
there's only
4chan
2
forever.
streamers I can say this, because it's not going to do anything. But it gets you a lot of views. But so you just go
Like
to
Cardi B.
I don't even know.
Tori also loves Cardi B. Cardi B.
Well, I just don't get it because we talked about this. She's just copying all of the other girl rappers who have done this already.
Honestly, I feel like that's just how New York women are. And that she
Oh,
just put
so
it-
it's just a generic.
It's like Jersey women. You fucking cabbage.
I'm walking here. Yeah.
You fucking.
And I just think that she's just putting her own twist on it.
Yeah.
Like honestly,
I think
who
she's
gives
pretty.
a shit if she's copying Nicki Minaj.
I think she's pretty funny, but
I think she's funny.
and good
hate
for
her.
her. And good for her for reading that top of the charts shit.
There's this guy that I follow on Instagram named Neon Indian, and he
Neon Indian.
no, it's not Neon Indian. It's Neon something. Neon Indian is a band.
Oh.
But like, he has his bass and he just does to the voice tones. And
Oh, okay.
let me try and find it. And he does a lot of Cardi B stuff.
So I think there may be. Oh shit! I don't know if there's an actual Twitch 4chan page. There's twitch.tv communications 4chan. So there's a 4chan Twitch page. But I don't know if there's a 4chan Twitch page. Or, you see what I'm saying? Oh yeah, yeah. You sent me those. He has some good ones. He's so good.
And then he makes a song with you.
I was gonna say, he's gonna turn everything into a song. He's got the funk.
Yeah, that guy's cool as shit. So, 4chan.org.
He just has so many Cardi B's.
So, popular threads. Video game generals.
I just feel bad for
Video
all the
games.
strippers out there.
You
trying
just
to
put
be
it on
Cardi B.
everything.
Oh, you just link your shit to everything?
Mm-hmm. Every little thread that you see.
I just feel bad for all the other strippers who aren't attractive as Cardi B, think they can be Cardi B now. Not gonna work out for you.
You know how I don't like is that, like, Toshiki 6ix9ine.
I don't even.
He has the rainbow.
Yeah, I
hair.
know who he is. I don't get it.
Oh, do you know this guy that I follow?
Paranormal? There's a 4chan paranormal?
I
Should I
just-
post our link on there?
I just
You
watched-
post it. It doesn't matter what one it is. You just post it, and people.
I just watched a video of that
I don't want to get
Guy.
spammed by cucks.
pulling.
Who cares?
Pulling-
We're not reading the.
We do. He was pulling out like 150 grand out of his like underwear and shit, buying this stupid ass looking chain that had 69 on it.
Oh yeah, the spinning one.
Yeah, I was like, all right, dude. All right.
I like the guy who makes that jewelry. He always does
That's right
that.
there.
Yeah. That's a sound investment, and I really hope that he doesn't die off in 2 years like a lot of these rappers.
He's going
are.
to.
Right.
Who?
He just came out with a song with a dead rapper named Fetty Wap.
Fetty Wap. Bring it
Fetty Wap?
back. Fetty Wap was big on the radio, though.
I love my baby.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video I was showing Kai earlier of
Ain't no
Waka
loss.
Flocka? He had a sign language interpreter at his thing. And
Oh, yeah,
he
I've
thought she
seen
was
that.
dancing. So good. I gotta watch it again.
1738.
Have you seen the one of Designer when he's just talking and that reporter like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Japanese reporter's like
He
thinks
thinks
he's
he's rapping.
Oh, yeah.
He's just feeling it hard as fuck.
He thinks that she's. He thinks she's dancing, and then he goes down there with her.
Remember when he came to what's it called? What's that punk hardcore thing that Vans does?
Warped Tour?
Yeah,
So
he
good.
came to Warped Tour.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Waka Flocka. That's my man.
He's a funny guy.
I like Waka Flocka.
I don't mind his music either.
Me neither.
Fuck.
You think it could? I don't know if it's like if I can play it or not. Like you can play music on here, right? Or does it
Probably not.
not
'cause
even
we
a
tried to
snippet?
Like 9 seconds, I think, is the limit.
Okay.
Because we turn these into YouTube, and you can't have music on YouTube.
They copyright it.
Well, then just cut this whole part out.
We can. I can edit it out. But
Yeah, but it's a lot of work.
it creates work for me. Because then I have to rewatch this
Well, I'll
podcast.
just play a snippet, but it's a new song that just came out by Talib Kweli that has Waka Flocka. and I was surprised.
I mean, if the video gets flagged, I can take it down, but...
So let's talk Star Wars. Why did you hate the new movie?
You just want to jump into
Just
it.
wanna
Like that.
jump
You don't want to
into it.
have like this big epic intro.
No, it's Star Wars. It's
Right,
already epic
'cause
enough.
we might as well make it as shitty as the movie was.
Size
Exactly.
matters not.
It's like Yoda there. Tell us.
First of all, it was entertaining. I
Yeah.
enjoyed myself.
Yeah.
I'm slowly starting to come to terms with that being the new Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
But it sucked ass.
Okay. What?
First of all, it doesn't have the dry Lucas humor.
No.
Whatever Disney is trying to do is they're trying to make everything now times, which you can't do that with Star Wars.
That's
You
what I was
can't-
trying to say. They're making it sound like they're turning into Avengers.
You can't like make everything like the comedy now and just how everything maybe like the ships and stuff just because technology, but like they're just trying to make everything in their current, like the jokes and just. I'm not saying I love diversity, but
Mhm.
like this guy was saying earlier, is just maybe I shouldn't even get into that, but
Well, yeah, no, I think a lot of people talk about that instead of just making a movie now, people have to make these conscious decisions to make it extremely diverse so no one gets offended.
Triggered.
no, it's like
Oh, yeah, I know what you're going to talk
it's
about.
like the fucking new Ghostbuster movie. That's what they're doing with the Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, I love Rey so much,
Yeah.
and I even liked like that one feminist woman with the
Purple hair.
It's all right. Like,
Bashing men.
yeah, what she was bashing men. She was like you would have saw the triggered meme every time.
Yeah.
Paul came in. He's like, "What's the plan?" And she's like,
I'd hate to see her at Chili's. My chicken is not cooked correctly. My steak is medium rare.
"She's
I asked
vegan,
for
dude. She
rare.
wouldn't be asking for chicken."
My veggie patty is medium rare, not
Veggie
rare.
patty.
My veggie patty is bleeding too much.
Right.
But anyways, like, just how they killed off Admiral Akbar like that.
Okay, now I can get behind that. That was fucking
You know what would have
bullshit.
been more cool is had her die some other way and have Admiral Akbar go out the way that she did with the ship. and
Absolutely.
blast the supremacy in half.
I was talking with my dad. I was like, they should have had Admiral Akbar do that, and she should have been on the first ship that got shot
Yeah.
with the transporters. Like,
That's
see her, like, she's looking out, and she sees, like, the gun, like, point towards her, and she realizes, like...
But Star Wars is all female now, dude. They couldn't do that to her.
That's the thing. They're definitely killing off the old generation of Star Wars. They
No,
tried
They're
to...
killing all white men. There's no more white men in Star Wars. Literally, they're all dead. Poe Dameron is Dominican. No, he's Puerto Rican. This YouTuber was saying Poe would have been like this awesome badass. Like he had so much potential, and like these African Americans are like, I finally have someone to look up to that's badass, and he's getting ready to sacrifice himself. And frickin' worst character Rose.
Yeah.
It's like,
No!
we can't give that to a guy.
I'll take it.
Basically forces she caused the first order, and then she's like, we have to love each other, and then she like sloppily kisses him, and I'm like, what the tap dancing Christ was that? And I'm like,
I know, I was so ready for him to go out like a champ.
So I was like, oh,
like even if he didn't die, don't just
No!
And then like she was okay at the beginning, but
Yeah, I liked,
and then now they're painting her as freaking Finn's love interest. I'm like, no.
Finn's love
Rey.
interest is Poe.
Yeah, Finn loves Rey.
Or Poe. One or the other.
I was hoping, I was like, is this going to be the first gay Star Wars movie ever?
I got the impression, like they say that it's not, but I got the impression that Poe is gonna hook up with Rey. Not fuck her, but,
yeah, I was not going to say Finn and Poe. I was like, woo!
you know, finger Poe?
No, Finn and Poe.
Oh no. No.
Okay, now besides all that shit.
No, and then too much comedy.
Yeah.
Like it's not. Star Wars has always had comedy, but it's a dry, different comedy.
Mhm.
Not not fucking little puffin booby things flying around.
Yeah, and then he's milking that.
That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, the more I think about it, I think it's definitely.
I feel like it's
one of my lower Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm not.
I feel like that scene was still Star Wars,
Yeah.
but like
No, it was still Star Wars, but
It
could
was
have
weird.
done something a little bit different there.
I was like, what?
I think they needed to take that
he should have
part.
licked his lips and did. I don't like sand.
That would have been great. I think they should have cut down that whole entire scene where Finn and her were on the casino building.
Canto Bite.
Yeah, and just cut that down to like 10 minutes.
I finally found out why that. I love Benicio del Toro.
Yeah,
but
me
I
too.
hate his character.
It was dumb.
Because he.
Yeah.
I found out why, because he's this awesome hacker, and he's like, we had to give him an imperfection of some sort. So he's really good at hacking, but
But he
there's a
stutters.
but there's a little something off about him.
They could have got a lot of different things. They could have just like, he's a great hacker, but he only has one hand.
But do you know who the most badass person in this movie was? Fucking, like, Admiral Candy or Captain Candy. You don't know who that is, but I'm about to explain. He is the guy that was in charge of the big Star Destroyer with the two guns. And he's like, blast the planet! That guy was so badass, and he was Imperial, not like all these, like...
Oh, is it the old guy?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
And then he just blows out. He's in the...
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I think there is also a lack of? The
Good
bad
acting?
guys... Well, besides that. The bad guys are never winning.
They...
Something about the original Star Wars, like, there was always, like, snippets of, like, oh, fuck, like... The rebels might be in trouble now.
They killed off Darth Maul too fast.
But in this new movie, I was like, the whole time I was like, oh, there's not any concern going on.
And
here.
I feel like what also ruined this new trilogy
they just
is making this movie so close to the first one to not give it time in between movies to put more content in that. And for that, you would have had been able to be like, okay, Finn's become this and he's more this. And more character development and more better story and then from now we have to do that with the next movie and have to cram everything into one last movie.
Like what you saw from New Hope and Empire was like
growth.
Luke is like out investigating with the rebels. You know, like right then, like you're like, oh, he's working with them a lot now. He might even be a leader. Han's out there doing the same thing. Oh, Han doesn't really want to leave. Like, you get that character development without actually seeing the character development.
Yeah.
There's nothing when this new movie started. Besides Princess Leia can apparently not... She doesn't need oxygen to breathe.
That's
the worst part of the movie for me.
Mary Poppins?
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like, to a sense, Force users can do that. And, like, she was supposed, in the Legends material... She became a Jedi after...
Yeah.
And I think that's all it's saying. Like, I remember in the Clone Wars cartoon series, Plo Koon was able to breathe outside.
Well, no, I understand that, but... A, it's not animated, and B, they could have done... We already know she was a fucking Jedi. She can feel things. When Han died, it looks like she had a fucking heart attack. Duh, she has force powers. I don't need to see her like, I'm gonna go back to the ship.
I thought she was dead.
They could have done it a better way.
Yeah.
So how are they going to kill her
Force.
off now?
I don't think they're going to.
Okay, freaking Kathleen Feminazi Kennedy, the leader of Lucasfilm, that's destroying all these movies.
Yeah.
Like, really, I have no problem with the girl being in charge, but she is hardcore, like, destroy all white men, let's kill Luke Skywalker, let's kill Snoke, voiced by a white man, let's make another white man the bad guy, Ben Solo,
Right. Do you think Snoke's really dead, or do you think something...
He's dead.
You think?
Okay, I'll tell you what could be a possibility. They were saying, so first off, Feminazi said, oh, we're not going to put Leia in the next movie, even though her family suggested it, that we do. We are not. So she's not going to be in it. When she was supposed to be, that was supposed to be her movie.
Right.
Like, this was Luke's. So this last one was supposed to be her movie, and they were supposed to do something super special. So she's not going to be in the next movie. So I believe that's what's going to make this next movie a time jump. It's going to give Kylo Ren time to become the new Supreme Leader. And
So you think it's going to be one of those things where now the movie's going to start and now there's going to be a bunch more rebels again?
it might explain why. because I feel like this is gonna be the movie that has Lando. The Battlefront 2 campaign, the new one.
Mhm.
She sends Iden's daughter. She says, "Go get our people, our allies," and
Mhm.
they go off. And then in that game, they say that there's over like
God damn.
like 200 capital ships by the First Order, enough to take over the whole galaxy again.
Mhm.
So that could happen again, which is alright, I guess. But like, it's just so much work went into creating the New Republic, and they just
Yeah,
blew
like
up.
it didn't even
And
happen.
what also pissed me off is Hux was fucking Hitler in the first movie.
Yeah, he was.
And this one, he's like,
Little bitch boy.
yeah, fucking
Straight
Pee-wee
up,
Herman.
yeah.
And it's like,
Straight up no power, nothing. No one takes him cereal.
I didn't.
Nothing.
Did you know Carrie Fisher's daughter's in these movies?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was the...
And her dog.
Yeah. Her dog?
Yeah, in a scene in Canto Bight, and like when he was watching the movie, every time Carrie Fisher.
Dude, I saw that
its ears
video.
would, like,
Made me so sad.
Aw.
They took it to see the movie, and every
we
time I
actually
heard
saw Carrie Fisher, if you remember. You may have been with me. Like, she was at Comic-Con. She had like no line. It was before the 7th movie came out.
Huh.
Jesus, how does Carrie Fisher not have a line? Do people not know who the fuck she is? I'd be
Just-
like, whoa.
They're just like, no, there's no Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't remember.
She's Princess Leia.
Star Wars never dies.
And then
How the
Mark
fuck do these people
Mark Hamill
know
was
that?
what cockpot whatever in the what's the Jane Silent Bob movie?
Oh, yeah.
He was what?
Yeah, in Jane and Silent Bob they make like a have you seen it? He was the dude with the giant fists and the lightsaber. They're making fun of the Star Wars.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's him.
Mark Hamill's a...
He's also the Joker.
Okay, also, they
And he's
killed
like-
Luke.
Right.
At least if you send him off, send
No,
him off.
Luke
in a class.
Killed himself.
Yeah, Luke killed himself, I think.
He just I don't know what happened to Luke.
Okay,
He just,
that's the story that they wrote. They killed him.
Well, yeah, no, they killed the character. And
yeah, but he just
he did it all himself.
I wish he would have
fucking-
went out cool, not just
I did
No.
get Joy. He trolled the fuck out of him.
He
Like,
did.
He wasn't even kind
It
of
just-
worried.
Honestly, I believe that ending would have been amazing. Like, at least
Oh,
him die a
God.
different way.
What?
Carry on.
Have him die a different way, but look out at the twin sunsets. I thought that part was okay, but
Yeah.
at least they should have done it a different way. And I was so upset that Snoke died, but like, and now that they're saying, oh, he had maybe one more apprentice, and now people are trying to say that was Palpatine and he's Plagueis again.
But
And-
okay, you already fucked up the Plagueis thing by killing him off like that. If that was really Darth Plagueis, he's not gonna go out like a little fucking
No.
bitch.
That's the thing. I want to know who the fuck this guy is.
And then, like, even in like they were called the Aftermath novels.
I don't,
It's
I
like
haven't read those.
it's filling in like a look. See, I watch everything.
Yeah.
Like, I watch all the Star Wars YouTubes. It's
Right.
basically these books that came out, talking a little bit that happened in between the movies. Like they found Boba Fett's armor, but it was all shrunken from acid. So
Right.
he's either
yeah, I've read about that. The Mandalorian armor.
Uh-huh.
One of if you watch how it shows the Knights of Ren in the
I think
original.
one of them's wearing.
One of them's
it.
wearing Boba Fett's armor, or at least Mandalorian armor.
They're saying that, but the Boba Fett's armor is still on Tatooine.
Right. So, and that's another thing is why.
Where are the Knights of Ren? Is that what you're gonna say?
Well, yeah, they didn't.
They
do
were saying
anything-
that they're the Praetorian Guards, but I think that would be
I
very
fucking
shitty.
hope not.
Yeah, because they.
Because if it's the guards, they went out like a bitch.
Actually, I think that they held their own. 'Cause
They
it
did.
was a good
Oh.
fight scene.
If Rey was in a different scenario, Kylo would be dead. Those
Yeah.
guys were. I think that was the
Oh,
best
yeah.
scene in the movie.
I just hope that I want to see more from the Knights of Ren. So that's why I'm hoping it wasn't the guards.
I hope
no,
they
they're just gonna get cut in half. You're gonna learn nothing about them.
Well, and I didn't like the whole idea, like that.
What the hell?
Luke. What?
This picture was released.
My wiener?
The Last Jedi Questions, and it's the Knights of Ren's armor. Oh shit! I think that sheet's there.
That sounded so weird in my mic.
There you go. It's supposedly their armor. I don't
No,
think-
that
it's a
so
fan
what,
thing.
So what this is that it's from the book The Art of Star Wars,
Okay.
and those are just drafts. They actually have like. what
Oh,
they
those
look
are drafts for Kylo Ren. Is that what it
like.
is?
No, for the Knights of Ren.
Okay.
I
But,
would
like those
look-
aren't the official.
I guess maybe I just hold. I forget that this movie isn't for
So what's this?
like super hardcore fans.
It should be.
It isn't though, and that's
Like,
the problem.
Why they're like, we're trying to create Star Wars again. It's like, then fucking show them the original trilogy.
Right.
So,
I was really thinking they were gonna go down the Plagueis path. I think they were gonna do that, but not like super in depth.
oh, so this, I don't know if it's a real thing. If it's a fan thing, it says Star Wars Episode 8. And it's
That's just a
Same thing?
screenshot from the
Yeah.
first movie.
And I also thought that they were gonna do something with Jedi holocrons. I thought that maybe part of why Kylo Ren is so powerful was his helmet. I thought maybe his helmet was like a Jedi holocron or something like that. Nothing.
It's just see, in like the books and stuff, it explains more.
Well, yeah, but I'm
And all
saying
that-
they had like a lot of
all
opportunity.
that
to do
was
stuff.
was him trying to be like Vader, and that's
Right.
why Snoke's like, take that fucking thing off.
Yeah, he fucking
But
fire
you know
roasted his
what
ass.
you know what I noticed is that you could hear him perfectly fine in the first movie, but in that specific part, he was like,
Right.
But what
he was nervous, okay?
this
He
is
was
a
a little
this is a potential spoiler from people that it's like people that have leaked Star Wars stuff like a year before it comes out and it's in the movie. Like I remember seeing the Praetorian Guard drawing before it came out. And
That's what that was leaked to me too. The sketch of the guards.
It just looked like really weird, but
Yeah.
it looked cooler. But anyways, they're saying that Snoke wanted to die because he is neither a Sith or a Jedi. He can go beyond, and that they're gonna take the final battle into the afterlife, and that's why Luke's there too. And it's gonna be Force Ghosts against Force Ghosts.
Interesting.
That'd
What's
be-
up, Carson? How are you, dude?
Hello, Carson.
We know your town's trash, and none of us watch The Flash.
I've seen The Flash. I know about. I don't watch it. My nephew, I think he's like turning 16. He loves that show. He has I don't know what the lab's name is, but he has the lab hoodie
Oh, cool.
or whatever it's
Oh,
called.
it's great. So they're gonna ruin Star Wars more. Star Wars Episode 9 shock. J.J. Abrams is warning how the final film will change everything.
So they're gonna do an afterlife fight, and is it gonna have everybody? Is Qui-Gon gonna be there? Is Obi-Wan gonna be there?
If that's what they would have to do, because it would have to be Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Yoda, and Anakin,
Yeah.
and Luke. Because
it's gonna be a ghost battle.
It's what he just said, that they're gonna take the battle into the afterlife.
That would be cool.
and like
as
in
fuck.
Star Wars Rebels,
Then I can get the
they were-
coolest characters back.
Right?
they were originally like they were gonna put this in, but they're like Sith can't have afterlife parties. They're gonna put Bane and Revan in it, and they have their models. There's video.
So cool.
I have it's like recent screenshots of their models, and they have like they shot it, but they didn't like put like the really nice thing. So it's like the
Right, T-pose.
no, it's like the Tootsie Roll things where
Oh,
they like
okay.
move. Like it's still animated and stuff, but they were supposed to be in it.
So do you think? So is J.J. Abrams supposed to do the last one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good, because I think he helped a little bit this one, right? Because I like 7. I thought 7.
Okay, I hated 7 at first, but after watching this movie, I appreciate 7 so much more.
Yeah.
And they should have fan serviced this one. They should
That's
have-
why because I like J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams is awesome.
You need to move, Carson, dude, for real. So I'll give you a backstory on Carson. He's a younger fella. He's 5'11", 212 pounds.
He's 14.
He's 14, and he fucking hates the city he lives in.
Bristow, Oklahoma.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, Bristow, Oklahoma. Don't ever visit. It's the worst place in the world.
It's really flat, isn't it, Carson?
Just
yeah.
like Earth.
Just like Earth. No, fuck. Do you think that maybe we'll appreciate this whole series once it's wrapped up, or do you think it's
It's
still
hard. It's so hard to tell.
Because I was the same way. Like I liked Force Awakens, but I wasn't like,
Blown away.
Blown
They
away.
had so much potential, even with the stuff that they had now, to do like a really good story for this.
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck is this showing? Oh, it's showing cameos. Tom Hardy was one of the stormtroopers.
He was originally supposed to be.
Oh, he was
and
supposed to be?
They cut out his stuff, but
Damn.
they're gonna put. There's over 2 hours of deleted scenes.
The coolest one I
Cool.
thought was, what's his name? Is it Gramps? I don't know. The dude that was in Star Trek. He's the dude in Paul, Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, you're talking about
The redhead one. He's a redhead.
yeah. You're talking about. I know Simon Pegg.
Simon
Yeah,
Pegg.
so-
He's a huge, it's super
Yeah,
nerdy,
they had him in
and
The
they
Force
let him be in it,
Awakens.
so he was.
6 extra force.
Right? Damn, yeah.
He said, "No, it's potholes and hills."
Fuck Oklahoma. Man.
Right? Yeah, because I went back because I just love Star Wars content like you do. So that's why I enjoyed the movie, because it's just more Star Wars to watch. Now, there's a lot, obviously, that's wrong with the movie.
Like, I'm still not gonna let this movie ruin it because I still have everything else, and
Right.
even a lot of the content that they're putting out, like with comic books and like the other
It's so
books, are
good.
still. And I still collect the toys.
And we get the
Yeah.
fucking Han Solo movie.
I'm getting.
Okay.
Oof, I don't know about that movie. But yeah, continue.
But my girlfriend actually like. She was gonna get me a pair of Gucci slides, but I spoiled it for myself. So what she ended up getting me, what she thought sucked, but I was so ecstatic, was a Snoke on his throne. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
god.
I was like, "Ah, I
That's
love
when
it."
you know it's real love.
She bought me a toy. I showed her
Right?
my toy collection.
Dude, that's when you know it's real.
And she's like, "Are you playing with your toys, Alec?"
Action figures!
And like when she was here, I was getting more toys with her around. I was like, "There's General Akbar," and she's like, "Do you have this guy?" And like when she goes to the store, she's like, "Do you have these guys?" She'll send me pictures because she'll get them if I don't have
That's
them.
so fucking cool. Yeah, I hopped on that Black Series bandwagon. I've
So,
just been getting a lot
That's
of
what it
those.
is. It's a Snoke. Okay, it might still be there. Target has a Snoke, but without his throne.
That was because I have a Snoke.
You do the
Yeah.
Black Series one?
Yeah,
Okay, so mine just
is the
it,
throne.
it was the GameStop exclusive. You know what I also collect is the 3-inch .75
Mm.
Black Series.
Yeah,
They have a black. See, what sucks is these Black Series, not these ones,
hmm
are the original toys that they would put out,
right, exactly.
and now they're these ones. They're
yeah,
when really they would all move around,
Mhm.
but they're like, let's
cheap,
make
let's
them really
cheap 'em down.
Kenner fucking toys.
Yeah, they were malleable before.
They have the legs up.
No, yeah, my dad was always a collector, and for Christmas this year, I bought him the Black Series Darth Vader lightsaber, and I mean, he doesn't open any of them, but it just looks fucking dope. I really want to open it and just swing it around, but
Just take it out of the box, so precise.
right, just tape it up perfectly. I feel like I'm gonna have one of those movie scenes where like I'm swinging it around, and I just like bash it against like a wall. and
Did you
it
just go
shatters.
buy another one?
It was a lot of money.
Was it $100?
No, it was like 176, I think, something like that. But I love it. But yeah, no, he always collected, and then when these movies came out, we started collecting a lot, and we got a pretty gnarly collection of the Black Series.
I've been collecting like my whole life, even like when there was a dry, what's it?
Like Dry Spell,
Yeah,
of like
but
the Star Wars
it was
content.
just the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
I would collect all the Clone Wars stuff, and to this day, I still collect toys.
No,
I love them. I love. They stopped. They discontinued them. They were my favorite things, and they would have been perfect for this movie. Is they're like die-cast ships, and they're like this big,
Mm-hmm.
and they have. It would have been cool to have the supremacy. I
Oh,
would
yeah.
want that.
There's a lot. That's the one thing. There's a lot of good ships. I love Kylo Ren's ship. Real dope.
I had to resort to the stupid fucking Hot Wheels versions of them, which are bulky and they're not
Yeah.
precise. Like, you come to my house, you'd be like, where the fuck did you get this? Like, I collect.
Yeah, It sucks because I've never been to San Diego Comic-Con, but we got a lot of those exclusives too now because it's just
You can go like Toy Wiz or something.
Toy Wiz, and people sell them off Amazon and different things like that.
Hey Carson, do they have these in Oklahoma?
They got fidget spinners in Bristow. Here, he wants me to show you Bristow. Wait. Show him the way. Here's pictures of Bristow, Oklahoma. Oh,
Look at me just like so self-conscious. I'm like, I'm ugly.
no way, dude.
No, what the thing is like, Forrest said, look, I'll come pick you up at 11 today. I'm like, okay, so I put all the clothes I want to wear. Even, I hate this beanie. It's so tight if I take this thing off. I had everything in the wash. And he's like, 9 o'clock, I'm on my way. I'm like, no! So these are dirty. These were getting ready to be washed. And then he's like, I'm here. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, just a second. I had to put everything on. And
here's Bristow. It's like the 50s still. He says it's like greasers and shit. And it's a shithole.
so it's just a bunch of Henry Winklers.
Yeah, just a bunch of Hey! Yeah, that's...
You know, you could make you could start
Make
getting,
like a tree and leave.
I was gonna say you could get like into film or something and just either like make like cool stuff about the woods around there, or just make a story, or make a documentary of how big of a shithole it really is.
Yeah, make people around the world. Maybe that... Because you really want us to pull up pictures of Bristow. Maybe make a video or a documentary, like he said, of Bristow and why it's so awful. And show the world.
Just be like, I fucking hate this place. See, you have a bunch of potholes and hills, and we're just a bunch of mountains and Mormons.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So everything
M&Ms.
sucks.
Yeah, everything sucks. But no, so yeah, the Star Wars. Talk about it forever, but
It's time to get back into it.
what's your ranking of every single Star Wars movie, including Rogue One?
I'm not gonna count like the Clone Wars.
No,
cartoon.
none of the cartoons. No cartoons or animated.
Okay, this is the first time I'm really doing this.
Okay.
And the thing is, I love the prequels because I was young.
Yeah,
grew
me
up
too.
on them.
Definitely.
I don't like the people that hate on them. I think that they're.
I saw Phantom Menace 11 times with my dad in the movie theater.
I remember my first nephew was born when Star Wars 2 came out on the exact day. We called him the Chosen One. I laughed my ass off when Yoda was.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
I haven't told anyone this. I don't even think I told Forrest this. I was living in Washington when Revenge of the Sith came out, and I cried a little bit when, like, Obi-Wan killed Anakin. Like, that whole scene. Like, I was like, dude, that was his fucking brother. Like, little me was like,
I remember
oh.
I was more like at that age. I was like, I still liked that part, but I was more obsessed with the clones.
yeah.
And I was almost kind of a little bored with that scene. But now when I watch it, I'm like, I still watch it to this day.
Mhm.
And then I get in a Star Wars mode and I just have to listen to the soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
Soundtrack to them fighting on Mustafar is so
good.
amazing.
So good.
Like, and like you can. And that's another thing about the new Star Wars. The latest two is the soundtrack is not like, you can play me a song from it, and I'm like, what the fuck's happening in this scene? You play any soundtrack now, and I'm like, I know that, like, even when I'm playing a game, I'll say the exact dialogue that's happening at the moment that music's playing.
Duel of Fates, if that song did not exist while they were fighting, that would have just made that part awful.
Have you seen
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
the video where the guy's explaining Phantom Menace?
No.
It's something, and he starts doing the song. He's like, and then the song goes dun 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 dun.
But yeah, ranking. I got to hear, because everyone's a little bit different normally, and it really shows like
Wait.
what you like.
3?
People hate Attack of the Clones. I love that movie.
Great.
I remember the first time I saw it in the poster in the movie theater,
Mhm.
Bountiful Cinemark, before we had any cool movie theater. I go up with Brad and I'm like, that's Boba Fett!
Yeah, right.
It was Jango Fett. I know now, but
But still.
I was so
Same
excited.
thing, basically.
Well,
Copy and paste.
Wait a second. It is Jane.
It's kind of hard because this is my first time like really putting it into perspective. And I don't think Phantom Menace is bad, even though I bashed it earlier.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, people bash Star Wars movies, but they're still fantastic movies all around. Like,
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm gonna have to number one. I'm gonna have to go with. It was. I'm talking about now.
mhm.
Empire.
Okay, I was gonna say, if you don't say fucking 5.
It's Empire. It's just perfect
just
dialogue
perfect.
when Han Solo is even a jackass before he almost dies. I
Yeah.
love you. I know.
I know, right? It's all the dry humor, you scruffy looking nerf herder.
Like,
Who's scruffy looking?
no, that's so badass.
Yeah.
I know.
Right? It is. You don't say it back.
I love you too.
Right?
It's just. Actually, 5 might not be my number one. It's
What?
probably the Christmas special.
Well,
Yeah.
it's magical. It's the greatest thing that's ever happened.
Okay, so 5. What would be next for me is probably, I'm gonna say A New Hope,
Yeah.
Me too.
then Return of the Jedi,
Same.
and then I'm gonna go with Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, and then Force Awakens, Phantom Menace. And it's not that they aren't all great.
No. It's just
Oh yeah, Rogue One.
right.
Okay, I'm gonna have to put Rogue One before, after. Okay, so it's gonna go. Let's just scratch some of the stuff. So after Attack of the Clones, it's gonna go Rogue One, Revenge of the Sith, then Force Awakens, Phantom Menace, and I feel like the new movie is gonna be tied along with. I still really enjoyed it as much as criticism. I enjoyed it. I saw it twice
absolutely.
in one day,
Yeah.
but
Compared to the whole arc of everything, it's not the
Mhm.
best thing they've put out.
it had so much cool stuff and so much cool, but the plot was just, it literally, I said this the day it came out, I said it literally had the same plot as fucking Transformers 2. It was all over the place and it fucking sucked.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, there's cool stuff, Michael Bay, but
I honestly didn't think that much even really happened in that movie that was important.
and honestly, the way they wrote it was just, it wasn't great. They could have done so much. I wish, there's a petition to delete the movie from history. There is, and
Really?
redo it.
Yeah. People want it redone.
I was so, seeing all the trailers, I was like, Rian Johnson's fucking done what I wanted to see in the new trilogy. And then going into a Star Wars movie thinking I'm going to love it, was the worst idea.
Yeah,
I
that
hated
is.
it.
See, and I think I think that's what benefited me, is I saw you posting about it. I didn't get to see it until Christmas Eve, because I made promises. I told my dad that I would go see with him first, because I went and saw Force Awakens without him the first time. And I just told him, we'll go together. So I saw everyone hating on it. I saw you, because we have similar taste in Star Wars movies, hate on it. And then Forrest, he was, you liked it, but,
Yeah.
you weren't,
No.
you wouldn't give me anything. You wouldn't say a damn thing about the movie. Really.
I enjoyed it. I was like, I'd say I loved it, but
You love it, but not on the same level as the other Star Wars.
like I said, I'm slowly just starting to accept this is our reality.
Yeah.
I've gone through the 6 stages. Anger.
Right, all
Denial.
6.
It's
Depression.
yeah, now
You're
I
at that.
literally went through the depression stage. I'm like, I was seriously bummed.
No.
You can ask my girlfriend. She's like, what's wrong? I'm just like, nothing. I was so,
Nothing.
she thought I was mad at her. I was like, no. She's like, you said it was good.
It's not, though.
It's like, you don't understand. I tried to get her to watch Star Wars. I still have faith, but I showed her A New Hope, which is still old, but it's amazing.
It's just wonderful.
I feel like I have to ease her in now with the newer ones, which sucks. I was trying to make her watch them in order from New Hope to Return of the Jedi, then Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
No, you always start with Phantom Menace.
No, you don't.
Just start with the best. No, wait.
Start with best first.
3, and then 1,
Oh, okay.
and then 2, and then. Let's see.
See, now, okay, I'll give you mine, because mine are pretty much the same, but
So
5, 4, 6, and then 3, Force Awakens, Rogue One, Phantom Menace.
See,
Attack of the Clones.
you like the second one the worst? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Attack of the Clones is worse for me. And I'll tell you why. Now, if we're just talking
Because
about...
Yoda's not a psychopath?
Well, if we're just talking about that movie alone, nothing else that's been done, I think they dropped the ball. Because there could have been a lot of cool shit. I hated the scene where they're going, Anakin and Padme are going through the droid factory.
Actually, I didn't even hate that movie that much.
No, I don't hate it. I don't
Yeah,
hate
yeah.
any of these movies, but if we talk about...
Probably loved the shit out of it as a kid.
Oh, well,
And
absolutely.
And the older you got.
Exactly. Yeah, we're talking about now. me as a kid, I fucking watched that movie on repeat because I was like, oh, it's so cool. There's so much shit. And I thought that they were going to do so much more with all the Jedis being in one place, but they didn't really.
I feel like they could have, but it was George Lucas.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like they made up for that with the Clone Wars cartoon.
Well, that's what I was saying. If we're just standalone, that movie.
And that's what's so beautiful about Star Wars is that you can have some guy walking for 2 seconds, and there's a whole backstory with another. There's universe around every character, and no other franchise has that.
None.
Like you can give me a fucking Admiral Akbar toy, and I'll pretend that he's. I'll pretend that he's like a Mon Calamari bounty hunter. I'll just like it's just.
Well, in Admiral Akbar, he got big in the Clone Wars.
Yeah, he was in the Clone Wars cartoon.
Yeah.
Can I just say something real quick that I didn't know about the Solo movie? Emilia Clarke's in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know
She's
that.
the main girl.
Yeah, you didn't know
Man,
that?
I'm gonna be so bona fide in that movie.
Right.
I'm imagining her naked with dragons. But so the movie's not
imagine
even...
her naked with Han Solo, and she's like,
damn, it gets even hotter.
She'll be like, you come to me, and I'll be like, I know.
Right?
So, it's not even out yet. On Rotten Tomatoes, it's at 95%. It's the highest ranked Star Wars right now.
What?
The Han Solo movie.
In Carson, they say, I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to tell you the ratings on Rotten Tomato?
For
the Star Wars saga?
Oh, yeah, let's hear it.
The saga?
So, like, all the movies, what Rotten Tomatoes rates.
Okay.
Fuck Rotten Tomatoes.
But, so the highest one right now is the Solo movie, 95%.
No, we can't really count that.
Yeah, but, so, okay.
Maybe
Not
they've
including
seen
that
it.
one.
Well, no.
So the highest is The Last Jedi, and then Rogue One, and then The Force Awakens. Oh, shit. Oh, those are the shows, okay. I was like, 100% it's Star Wars Rebels.
Oh, yeah, Rebels are good.
I didn't like it at first, and then I gave it a chance. I'm like, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah, I watched the first 3 episodes, hated it.
Oh, they don't have
I didn't
an
like
order.
the animation style, but the thing about Dave Filoni is that his series kind of started out a little like the Clone Wars. It was still good the first season, like it was cool, but the more you go on,
Oh, it's your phone. I was like, that was
I thought it was mine.
my wiener was on Surrey, but the more he goes on, the more detail and stuff that they're allowed to put into it, and like more bigger budget.
Finally, talking about
he was originally gonna put the Yuuzhan Vong in the Clone Wars.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They had the ship and the size, and it was just gonna be like a clone ship, and they were by the unknown regions, and there was a ship out there. That's all they were gonna have.
Right.
I had it backwards. So the highest is an Empire.
Thank God.
New Hope. And then Force Awakens. And then Last Jedi. And then Last Jedi. Return of the Jedi. And then what's after Return of the Jedi? Sorry, they're not in order. Rogue One. And then Revenge of the Sith. Then Attack of the Clones. And then Phantom Menace being the lowest rated.
Right.
I think what I appreciate about Attack of the Clones is that the dialogue. There was a lot of dialogue and character growth.
Absolutely.
It was the longest Star Wars movie until this new one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, and it had plenty of action in it, I think.
Yeah.
And it had a great story.
No, it did. I just compared to everything else.
I don't know, man. That fucking factory scene just...
No, it's not the factory scene either. Like, I hated the first... Well, I don't want to say hate, but I don't like the whole entire...
We're doomed.
I don't...
This time you have gone too far. I see your point, sir.
Get off
Thank
Star Wars
you.
soundboard.
I don't like you either.
Okay.
How rude. Goodness gracious me. At last, where have you been?
Here.
What are you talking about?
You can add me on Snapchat at sand-clit.
I didn't like the first...
Oh dear.
Should we just like talk at this? Just like
Let's
let's talk like we're like we just got out of the fucking Bears game and we're
No, let's talk like we're from Bristol, Oklahoma. We have the shittiest city in the whole entire world.
I believe that they talk like this, man.
Yeah.
They talk like this, right? And they're like, and they pull out their knives and they do.
Right. Hey, you there? What are you doing? Let's smoke a cigarette.
And they do they love West Side Story? Just every fucking racer.
No, what I was saying is I don't like the whole entire, like, up until they get to the cloning factory. I didn't like Anakin chasing after the what's her butt? I forgot her bounty hunter name. Who stuck
Like
the
Zed.
who stuck the little
Oh,
worms through the centipede things. Didn't like any of that. Just
And you know what bugs me about the new trilogy too? No old aliens. It's all fucking new. It's like,
I
give
know.
us some old stuff.
yeah, you know the Cantina Band is still fucking rocking out somewhere. Put them in the fucking movie.
And a great book that you should read, or like, I'll give you some YouTubers to watch.
Okay.
But there's a new book that came out called From a Certain Point of View.
Okay, love it. Love the name.
And it's 40. They even got John Hamm to do the voice of Boba Fett, and like Neil
Oh.
Patrick Harris. Just, you could just
Right.
This is just the background.
demonetized.
Right. Hit them with it.
This is the background for the rest of it.
Right. I could just sit here and listen to it, but
Dude, type in Jedi Rocks. Type in Jedi Rocks song.
I saw that. I'll watch it though.
What was I saying?
YouTuber John
so-
Hamm voicing.
Okay, so it's basically a bunch of perspectives from outside characters. Like the stormtrooper that bonks his head. They have a story for him why he bonks his head.
That's
and like,
funny.
And like even the bartender.
Yeah.
But apparently he doesn't like droids in there because the commando droids killed his family in the Clone Wars.
Oh wow.
So he doesn't allow droids in there. He says, "Fuck you, droids.
So it's
We
kind
don't
of,
serve your kind here."
so it's kind of characters that aren't important, but they become a little bit like. Dude, it's so great.
No, it's
So
not.
jazz.
Not
No,
this one.
No,
That's
keep
Return-
it here. Wait.
That's Return of the Jedi. Eh?
Yeah. Okay. Go back. Go back.
Are you talking about this one?
Yes.
Or the Jabba's?
This one.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh what?
This was the.
Oh yeah. You know it.
Oh.
Who the way get the chicken fan?
Wasn't ready for that.
And then Boba Fett's like,
Right, he's not enjoying any of it.
no, he just does this face. He does.
No. I think underneath his mask he's got this shit-eating grin. I fucking love this song. And he just nods.
And then the girl's like, never be there, right to what? And then Jabba does, and then the trunk lady, she's like, whoa. She's in the Clone Wars too. She kills Zero the Hutt. That's the purple
Yeah.
Jabba's cousin.
Do your Peter
And
Griffin
he
again.
talks like he's from the south. I'm Zero the Hutt.
Do Peter again.
The lady that's singing looks like my teacher. Oh, God.
Let's see. I might have to take my headphones off so I can get a perspective. So, hey Peter. Hey Lois.
It's so
It
good.
is so good.
Hey Lois.
There, Peter. There was a voice you were going to do.
Stewie.
So crazy. There was one you were going to do, and I can't remember when you were watching one night. You said you were going to come do one. Fuck.
Was it Beavis?
No, you sent the Beavis one.
Hey Beavis. Check it out. Whoa.
Why don't you just go into voice acting?
I want to do a lot of things.
Yeah, I bet. Right.
What the hell are you boys doing? Oh, I wouldn't have known this unless Forrest didn't inspire me to do that. We were on our way to where was it? Skinwalker Ranch, and we were just in the car, and I was like, I can pretty much mimic any voice if I practice at it. And he's like, do Seth Rogen. I was like, I've never done that before.
Oh, yeah, you were going to do that one.
And he's like, do it. I was like,
We need to put a big fucking joint in your hand.
God
I remember I was talking like I was an old black man from Oklahoma.
From Bristow?
Yeah, from Bristol.
Yeah, baby. When I was a young man, we used to play stickball, natural baseball,
I can't look at you when you do it.
We roll up our socks and we'd hit them. And my grandfather would tell me, he would say, Andre, you don't need a Lamborghini because we have the best thing. Fitty keys. I was like, damn, man, you tripping. You tripping hard. Oh, man. Oh, baby.
What's happening now?
And then I can go from this.
Back to Hank Hill. What the hell are you all doing? And I can talk like, oh yeah, I can sound like Kim Kardashian. I can do.
So me and Kanye, me and Baby North were. Me and Kanye went to the store. And honestly, I'm sick of Courtney's shit. Like, she obviously is copying my fashion brand, and I can't fucking stand it. And then I can go back
Into this voice, baby.
The transitions are just too much. Oh.
I've never heard the Kim Kardashian.
You got me when you did the. Oh.
I can't stand Courtney, okay?
Oh my god.
I remember I had a Snapchat, and I was pretending to have a Baby North, and it was honestly just a piece of, like, it was like hamburger meat.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
That's Bird Taylor.
Right?
Hey Taylor.
I wasn't ready for any of that.
Taylor, how's it going? I think I was with your grandfather. I was his slave.
Do you ever just go like to places and just fuck with people?
Oh yeah, I do it all the
I was
time.
gonna say that would be my whole entire life is just fucking with people and make conversation. Just
Did you ever watch Metalocalypse? I'm Willie Murphy. And then underneath an explosion. I can't do anything. Check it out.
Then you can talk like Pickles, man. I don't know.
That was weird.
You can talk like, oh shit.
That's how you put a fucking voiceover on when you switch to pickle.
Oh god.
I can't take it.
Oh my god.
Let's see, what should I do now? I have a lot. I have so many.
Do it at a drive-thru.
I have done it at a drive-thru.
Yeah.
I usually.
I'm so used
to doing this.
that. Let's see.
Oh my god.
No, I used to be able to do Carl's mom.
Carl's mom
Jimmy Dooch. Okay, that we I found it.
found it.
Okay, you know Dr. Girlfriend from the Venture Brothers.
Yeah.
Dr. Girlfriend.
Dr. Girlfriend.
I'm Dr. Girlfriend. I'm also
Gotta wear
Carl's
pink.
mom. I'm like, whoa.
Croissant? Croissant? Can I have a croissant?
Did you used to do Meat Wad from Aqua Teen? No? You sure?
Yeah.
Someone
If I really tried, I could probably do Carl. And the thing is that what helps me with my music too is being such a voice impressionist that I can also mimic other artists.
Well, yeah, I was gonna
Singing.
say
Oh god.
Rapping.
you're gonna be that next guy that you see like has like 10 million views, 43 voices.
I
in
don't
one
want it.
song.
I don't want to be that motherfucker. I want to do my own music, but I'm able to sing.
No,
well.
I'm just saying you could do all these voices.
I can do them good too. I hate when people are like, they sound like this. They're like, "Hi, I'm Peter Griffin."
Voices.
What kind of world do we live in where you're making fun of
You're like,
interpreters
"Hey, Lois."
interpreting?
Hey, Lois. I've been able to do that since I remember when the Stewie movie came out, and then Peter was. He's like that one time I was in the space station, and like he gets sucked out, and he's like.
I can't do any impersonations.
See, what would probably help my craft if I did a lot of motions and like put it, but I can like do all these, like I could be like, oh my god, no, and I could just sit and do
Right.
it.
Can you do George Bush?
I'd have to hear him first.
Okay.
Oh,
And sometimes it takes
I
a lot of
love it.
takes a lot of me just like making a lot of the same voices, finally being able to sculpt it. Like I remember one day I was like, whoa,
whoa.
hey Beavis, you suck.
Was to help families be able to better afford
So it usually starts out like this, and then I start going, and I start sculpting it, and I keep doing the same thing, and I keep doing it, and then
87 billion. With all your heart.
see we have this saying, and then like, I remember I was just messing around. I did Eminem the other day, like his yelling version, and then I was like trying to do the Migos, and like there's this line where he says like, "Look at my boogers, they're big as you," and then I was like, "Look at my boogers, they're big as you." Look at my boogers, they're big as. I just started like I was like, oh, I can be a Migo now.
Right.
Yeah. But that was just me like trying to spit it fast, but I can also sculpt my voice into a Migo and do it fast.
Right.
There's some voices where you can't like rap fast because it's too deep.
Right.
Because it's like it's almost like using the force. You're trying to concentrate on one thing while you're trying to do something else. It's like, let's see. Look at my book, they're big as you. You could get shot with the.
Can you do one of the voices singing Migos?
That'd be hard.
Haven't really tried that, but I could probably eventually do it. I'm not really good at it, but I can do the Clone Wars version kind of now of Obi-Wan, and he's just like, Anakin, where are you?
You gotta get like, yeah, it's like
Anakin, where are you?
it's like so clear, like the way Obi-Wan talks too. It's like, I don't know, it's weird.
And sometimes voices can be hard because like when I try and impersonate, I'll just start getting used to saying the same things over and over.
Right.
When I try and like say actual sentences, I'm like,
well, yeah, because
I'm so used to talking like Beavis. No, this isn't Beavis. This is the monkey from my gym class.
Wait.
My gym partner is the monkey. Do you remember the?
Oh, I do remember that one.
He talked like this. Right?
Yeah.
Sing the song from Beavis and Butthead. The sequel.
Lesbian sequel.
Lesbian.
Fly with me, lesbian seagull. Come away with me. That's how he sings it. Look it up.
I know.
Come with me. We're going to sing a song. It's called Lesbian Seagull. Fly with me, lesbian seagull.
He kind of has a similar like pitch to the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. What's the original?
Charlie and the Chocolate
Is that the original? What's the newer one?
They're
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
One's Charlie and Chocolate Factory and one's Willy Wonka.
Yeah, Willy Wonka.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
they're both.
The original Willy Wonka one, like where come with me.
No, I know. I would sing that. It was like, come with me, and we'll see in a world of pure imagination.
Right.
Come with me, and we'll see in a world.
I didn't know Carson said that. No black people in
I
Oklahoma.
thought it said I did anal, can't spell.
No, he said no black people in Oklahoma have high pitched voices.
There's this one guy that would talk to Tori and be like, hey, man, he kind of died, you know, he had no idea what the fuck he was saying. Oh, did you ever watch Squidbellies?
A little bit.
Well, you might know that. Daddy!
I didn't watch much Squidbillies. I didn't ever think it was funny.
I thought it was hilarious.
I remember I got a lot of impressions from Robot Chicken. Like, okay, type in Barbara Bush Robot Chicken or Lindsay Lohan Robot Chicken, and then I can do that. I have to retrain my voice. It's like,
So I just gotta hear you go from this voice to Kim Kardashian again.
Oh, baby. Check it out. And then I can go from this. Back to Hank Hill. What the hell are you talking
And I can talk like, oh yeah, I can sound like Kim Kardashian. I can do this. So me, Kanye.
Me and Kanye, you have such something very hard.
It's just a little. I remember the Lindsay Lohan.
or actually type in Barbara Bush Robot Chicken, and then you'll see the. And we'll look for the stars line. She's like,
Fuck you, Dad. I have to really try my voice because it's like.
it's this one. It's somewhere in there.
I just remember when they did the Lindsay Lohan versus Britney Spears versus.
I come my boo!
Yeah.
Okay, it's like around here. Here, wait. I'll find it.
True. That's impossible.
So what does this guy say?
Your father would let me go
A
clubbing
hero
if
can be
he
anyone,
was
even a
one.
man doing something as simple as reassuring as putting a coat around a little boy's shoulders to let him know that the world had an end.
Yeah, I agree. Not all heroes wear capes.
But they all use propane.
They do. It takes the meat, not the heat.
Yeah. If you ain't looking, you ain't cooking. Wise words from Hank. It might be. Oh, we're up to 414 views, so
That's what I like to hear.
hell yeah! Thanks for tuning in, you motherfuckers.
We have 5 views.
No, I mean
5 people live right now. Our
5.
view count next to it, 397. It's up to
414.
So we've had
Wait, that's how many people have seen it today?
What?
no since we've started.
No, yeah.
Yeah, we wish there was 414 people
You
today.
gotta try the thing I
We've
was
been
telling you
getting
about.
50 views a day now, so
Like, actually, you probably won't, if you have to do it on so many of the, on the,
Right,
on
yeah.
the things, and then you usually see the results the next day.
Right. Over time, people will click the link.
I'm gonna change our donate button to Photoshop us, our heads super buff on bodies, and please donate.
Please donate.
You could have, like, a voice of me being like,
Oh, yeah.
We could fucking do that.
Oh my god, for when people have Alec do the voices for when people follow us or
Oh, I
or
didn't even
donate,
think about
because
that.
it'll pop, like, we can do a cover, so when, like, it'll say someone followed, and then you could do, oh yeah.
I just added you, Carson. Get ready for a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, Carson, you opened a can of worms and adding him on your Snapchat.
The only
Get
one
ready.
You've
But-
only got a peek into my life.
Right?
The only thing I can do is the raspy Asian guy, which has been hurting my voice for weeks since I was doing it a bunch.
Do it.
I'll cough, and I gotta think about it. Hold on.
The only one I can kind of do is the
Damn, I'm thinking about it too
the
much.
South Park guy from like the early seasons who had smokers.
Oh, she
I'll put the voice thing.
No. Yeah.
Oh, you mean...
This is an easy one to do, but
I can do Yoda sometimes.
yeah.
Or, damn, I can't. I don't know.
I remember sometimes, like, I used to have a gap in my teeth, and it made it so much easier. But I can kind of do Mario jumping a little bit. It's like... It's not working right now. It's like... So I can do, like...
That sounds fucking crazy. Hold on a second.
You've never done
No,
No.
do it.
I have no.
that? It's because my vocal... It's like when you try to do a high pitch, that's what it's doing right
Yeah.
now. So it's like... Dun-dun! That's what I'm trying to do, but it's not doing it right now.
I don't even know what you're doing
Let's
with
see.
your mouth.
He sent me a video. Let's watch his shitty town.
I hope it's a video of his dick. You have to watch it.
Only thing that keeps him sane is Little Red Man up on the fire detector.
Okay.
Interesting.
Well, I hope he's your guardian hero.
Were you here when we were talking about me posting my wiener on stuff?
He's 14, so.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Nothing about that. What you talking about, Willis?
What was I gonna
Wait,
say? Have you seen the thing?
Hey, Carson, were you here when I was
I'm
talking
not
about my big black car?
wait.
Hey, Carson, were you here when I was talking about my big black car?
No, look.
Hey, Carson, were you here when I was talking about my big black car?
In order.
Oh, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I forgot. Oh, have you heard the one where the comedian was talking about the baseball game, the old announcer? Where they it was, I think, during the Man Show or something. I don't know, they were talking about it. So
The Man Show?
he was an announcer. He was one of the big announcers for the
Jimmy
baseball
Kimmel?
games. No, I mean, no, it wasn't him, but it was one of those guys talking about him. And he said, so they have a cough button, kind of like our. And so, like, yeah, they can mute it.
Uh-huh.
And so he would, like, it's a cough button, and it mutes it for 3 seconds. So he would be like, he would be something, and then you'd pause it, and then, like, say, be talking, like, oh, hit to left field, and then you'd pause it, and then look at the fucking rack on that one. And then, just, like, in the middle of the game, so I wouldn't say that.
That's
He said
so
he
great.
got so good at, like, pressing the cough button and saying stuff real bad, like, God damn, look at the dumper on that one, and then you would get right back into the game.
Was it the Dodgers announcer?
I got
They did that same thing with the deer on the car. Remember when the deer head would come up and it would talk to the people?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
You know what we need to get into a little bit later? How I almost threw up on that bitch.
Oh, I was going to tell the story the other day, but I was like, I gotta wait for Alec to get here.
Wait,
They
threw up on something?
Oh! If you think about it, there's more to that story that has to do with paranormal stuff.
Is this a new story to me?
I don't
It
know.
could-
You can
it could
tell.
be.
You can tell it because they're knowing that, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, just don't use last names. We try not
No,
to use
I
last
don't.
I've been pretty good at.
Yeah.
No, Alec's been doing good.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
So it's that I don't know exactly where, but it's in Kaysville. And there's
It's
a
the where the
giant
rope-
rope swing.
It's where we went to paranormal with those two girls that one time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's where I coined the name Girth.
Girth.
For Joel.
Oh, for Joel.
Have you heard anyone call him Girth, or is that just me?
I would when you were around because I would forget about it, but yeah.
I never heard it.
Girth.
He hated it.
Probably. Probably.
But anyways, I didn't find out that this place is paranormal until later, but I was fine. We had to swim across. I was just like paddling. I'm an average swimmer. I used to be really good. But like on the way back, I just started feeling super sick out of nowhere. And like I felt like these things were trying to just drag me down and I was drowning. Like everyone's gone. It's just me because I'm going so slow. And I'm drowning. I'm like, oh yeah, I know how to float on my fucking back. So I get up and I just kick my way back. So I'm legit. There's things that it felt like something's trying to pull me down.
Okay.
And then I kick my way back. And I'm so lightheaded all of a sudden just walking up to the top. And I'm in the car and everyone's talking. And then like Forrest or someone's getting in. I push and I say, get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, it was in the Sequoia.
It was
So
a big van.
yeah.
And then like, I push whoever's out of the way. And there's like this girl right there. And just right by her feet. And she's like,
He just throws up right by her feet.
I was like, I should have threw up on her. It was like Grayson's brother or something that was trying to hit.
It was great and engage.
Oh, okay, I
They were
gotcha.
trying to tap her or something.
It was I can't remember her last name. I would mute her or click and tell you.
Okay, yeah, no, I think I know who we're talking about.
But yeah.
But
You wanted to puke on her.
no, I was just trying. I was gonna fucking throw up. I didn't want to throw up in the car. It was literally my first time hanging out with these guys.
Oh, I gotcha.
We've been trying to hang out. We were supposed to do slip and slide up at the top of the Eaglewood golf course, but sprinklers weren't on and just didn't work out. But later, I'm hanging out with these people. I text Forrest. I'm like, "What's the name of that paranormal website?" And he's like, "Shadowlands." And I'm looking, and one of the places is that place. And apparently, there's people that have drowned there.
Yeah.
And then you get random feelings of sickness, and you feel the dead people have drowned, pull you down. I was like, that's exactly what fucking happened to me. Except I realized I could swim on my back, and they're like, fuck.
See what happened to me there? I tore my asshole.
I
remember.
We talked about that story.
Yeah, we did.
Pictures out there. Seen that
Yeah, there's
one.
a picture of my torn asshole.
What about the one when you're on the rope being pulled by the car, and you do...
What?
You had to go to the hospital. I called you. I'm like, are you okay?
When I was in the Barbie Jeep. Yeah, I got fucked up.
I don't know about this.
Yeah, did I tell you about that? So we were... sorry, Mom and Dad. I may have told you a different story how I got injured. But, so I was behind... we were behind... So Brett had this, those, like, pink Barbie Jeeps?
Yeah.
He had taken the motor out of it so the wheels would spin freely without being slowed
Right.
down. And we tied a rope to it and then tied it to the back of his car. And we were in this parking lot and I was sitting in it. Luckily, I put on a motocross helmet. And I was sitting in it, and Brett was just pulling me around the parking lot. And I don't know, like, if you've seen boating or something, when you, like, if you go tubing, you turn, and then
He just whips
it
you
goes,
out. Yeah.
and so I, like, we were going 40, and then he starts turning, and so I'm sliding sideways, going, like, 60 miles an hour, and I'm just trying not to tip like that.
Right.
So I'm leaning way this way, and I hit a curb, and just poof, and I fly off the thing. I hit a pine tree, and I break the pine tree. Like, I hit it so hard, like, it was, like, probably about that big.
Oh, fuck.
And my legs hit it, and it broke it. It broke the branches off everything, and I just went, my shoe went flying, and my legs were so fucked up, I couldn't walk. And I was just, like, I couldn't walk for, like, 4 or 5 days. I, torn my tendons in my knees, both of them.
Oh, shit.
And, oh, God, yeah. Like, I would try to get up to take a shower, and I couldn't. Like, I had to, like...
sit on his grandma's.
I was fucked up.
When was this?
A few years ago. It was when I was living at we had the apartment on 89 for a little bit with Chandler and Colby.
I miss that house.
The apartment on 89?
Right by the bank on 89.
Okay, so
That new apartments.
You know where the new
Oh,
Mr.
yeah,
Mac is?
yeah. Okay.
It was
Yeah.
while we were living there. So,
Okay.
a long time ago.
Yeah, that was 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Do you have an immaculate memory?
Yeah, I remember exactly almost everything.
I've always wondered that
to
about
perfect detail. Like, people, when they try and tell me
Like mine.
when they try and tell me that I'm wrong, I'm like, I remember exactly everything. I almost have a perfect memory.
Because I was gonna say I've always thought that about you. Like, there'd be times where you were telling stories, and I'm like, man, that was like fucking like right on what actually happened.
But, like, me and Jordan, like, when we talk about our scout stories or just stuff, me and Jordan have been through so much shit together that, like, when we tell our stories, we're in sync as we're saying them. It's just crazy.
You still hang out with him much?
Yeah, occasionally.
He's engaged, right?
He's married, but
he's married?
he hit me up today, but I was asleep. I went to bed a little bit late. It's gonna happen again, but
Happens from time to time. I always liked Jordan. He's a nice guy. Don't know really much about him, but
I know, just our little story.
yeah, that was a...
We can honestly talk about that too.
No, I don't...
No, not that. I just mean my story.
Yeah, okay. If you want to. That's up to you. That's your story, not...
Let's see if I
Just know this is going up on YouTube forever, too. If you care.
Talking to the man that put his dick on Instagram when he was like 16.
Oh, Alec did, yeah.
That's a good point. Forgot about that.
Bottom line, I stole $80,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the bottom line. That's the short version.
I have a nice computer now.
Remember, you bought a nice suit, too.
I just remember Jordan had a shit ton of watches.
Remember, he would always buy watches. I'm like, why do you buy? He would come to my house at like 3 in the morning. He's like, ready to go shopping. We went to Walmart, bought 2 brand new iPads with all hundreds. It was all in hundreds too.
Go shopping.
And he's like, okay, our name, because he would always growing up, if I got in trouble, my name was Tavita.
Yeah. I remember that.
And he was either Joseph Smitty Church Boy or Jefferson Stillflex or Yalvin Akatori.
Yalvin
Those are
solid names.
Those 2 names are from Drake and Josh, not Joseph Smitty Church Boy. That's Jordan's.
Which one's from Drake and Josh?
Alvin Yakatori and Jefferson Stillflex.
I watched all of Drake and Josh. I don't remember that.
They're good.
It's been a while since I've seen them. I missed that show.
Jordan also has a really good memory.
Does he?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. You keep telling me stories, and then I'm like, oh shit, that did happen.
Because you were drunk.
That's good.
Yep, that's true. Most of the time, I'm not drunk. Like now, I just drink beer. That's why I stay away from. That's why I drink Jaeger and beer, because Jaeger's 35%, so I can.
But
drink.
the only time I can ever really get drunk, like my girlfriend gets that. She's like, you can't drink with me. I mean, like I can, but I always have like a weird headache. But it's for some goddamn reason when I'm with Forrest, I can drink so much. The last time I drank a lot, I had 15 shots of vodka.
Didn't you do the O'Doyle train one time?
Twice. He took my O'Doyle train.
Oh yeah.
We'll explain that after.
That's fucking awful.
I think that's the most I drank. I think there was 21 shots in one of them.
Yeah, that had.
Well, not shots, but 21 different alcohols.
Yeah.
But the fucking old eggnog at the top that turned into
like a
it was
thick
a foam.
broth.
It was a foam green.
That's why I couldn't drink mine. Like I
just
wanted to throw up when it hit my mouth.
I remember when they're like, I wanted to like make myself part of the group because I was fairly new and I was like, you guys are like way older than me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I gotta prove myself somehow. And everyone's like, yeah. And then you come in and you couldn't finish. I'm like, yeah. And everyone's like,
You just yoink mine. I'm like, fuck, dude. Look at this guy go.
Yeah, so for you guys listening, a Doyle train is every liquor and beer in the house mixed into one giant cup. They're like, it's a big cup, like the biggest cup you have in the house, and each since a Doyle train, each alcohol is called a stop. So yeah, I think theirs was a 21 stop, so 21 different liquors. Fucks you up. That's so the whole cup of liquor. Was that him?
Yeah. Yeah, and that was a big party that night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So there was a lot of alcohol there, and
I remember I was Jake is really small. Jake G.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Whoa, man, you're really tall." Like that's all I remember. And I remember there was one night you guys would just drink so much. I'm like, these are the coolest guys. And on my old Instagram, I still have the video of all the beer I was filming. And
yeah, me. And then you made me say an inappropriate thing that made me get in trouble in the future.
It did?
It may.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
He's how? With who?
I haven't seen that video, I don't think.
Alex like say it, and I was like, okay. Except for I did say it in 2 podcasts, or it was with Chandler when I was reading out this stuff.
Oh yeah, well that
reading.
happens.
It's so funny. I stopped. Oh, I gotta show you that.
PewDiePie?
Yeah, right.
So I screenshotted a bunch of the chats, because I told you I went back and was reading everything again. Oh my god, some of them are so funny. Like, did I tell you about how the guy was saying Action Bronson's a compliment?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Clout. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I did show you these.
He's made me a sandwich before.
Action Bronson?
Mm-hmm.
Which restaurant? Or was it not a
It
restaurant?
was at he had his own booth at the carnival.
Dude, I heard he's like such a crazy good chef.
I have his cookbook.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone keeps calling him Action Bronson.
Yeah, everyone calls
Do you
him
not want get the fade?
Right? I should just get the fade.
I'm going to my barbershop tomorrow.
Are you?
You should start going to the Redmond's.
Redmond's? I've been to Redmond's once. I don't remember who cut my hair. Short blonde guy. Real nice hair. Am I thinking of something else?
Are you talking about Ray's?
No.
Redmond's is all Polynesian and black
Are
barbershop.
you sure?
Yes.
I don't know.
I can name all of them for you.
Well, maybe it's not. Because I've gone to Ray's before, and I liked Ray's.
Because I have a friend named Draven that works there.
But I'm thinking of
short and
something else.
blonde, nice hair.
Yeah.
That may have cut your hair.
Maybe.
But Redmond's is strictly black and Polynesian. It's owned by Polynesians.
Thought I went.
But
Maybe
like,
I'm thinking of something
they
else.
went to school for a long time. Like there's people from Ogden and all over Utah that come to them for
Yeah.
A friend I used to work with at the oil company, he's hired barber now. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
Ammon.
I
Ammon's
remember-
cool. I'll have to get in
supposed
contact
to-
with him and have him come on
Yeah,
the
that would
podcast.
be cool.
I was supposed to cut your hair once upon a time.
Yeah.
And you never let me.
I don't know.
You didn't trust me. He was like, "Who cuts your hair?" I'm like, "Me." He's
Right.
like, "Oh, really?" I'm like, "Yeah." So he never let me cut his hair.
What kind of hair are you rocking right now?
It's like very, very short. It's like
Yeah.
a 1.5. So it would look good with my fade. Like the thing about the low thyroid I was talking about was like it made my hair thin, and I was like, "Mom, I'm like losing my fucking hair at age 21."
Alright, last pee. No more chugging these.
I'm like, I'm losing my hair.
No, I was thinking the same thing because I just have I've always had
No, you can tell when there's something starting.
Yeah.
To,
Right.
But when my hair's long, it parts weird, so it looks like my forehead goes way back. And then I cut it short, and I was like, oh, it's
I
fine.
like your hair now.
Yeah, I was like,
I like your hair now.
Fuck you.
Thanks,
Suck
Alan.
away.
Thank you.
I
appreciate
got blood work done, found out I had a low thyroid, which is the cause of a lot of things in my life, including hair thinning. So my hairline, so I had normal hairline right here, but it like to go up around here, but it's starting to come back, so I can start to stop rocking. I stopped the headband trend finally.
Yeah.
I would wear those all the time.
Yeah.
But so my hair is coming back, so I'm.
That's good. Do a little bit more with it.
Yeah, I can grow it out, or I think I could grow it out before, but it's just I like to look good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not just for other people.
For yourself.
Yeah, I like to look at myself and be like, I'm good looking.
Yeah.
But
Self-confidence is key in a lot of things.
no, I'm the worst at it.
No,
I
yeah.
will tear myself apart. I mean, Tori will always be like, "Oh, you were so good looking." I'm like, "No, you're not. Don't lie."
I think I know what our next podcast money can buy us. One of those bidet toilet seats.
Dude, I'm so down.
So if you guys want us to have a bidet, you can donate to us. That'd be great.
I'll come over here during midday.
Hook it up here.
Yeah.
Wait, do you have a bidet in there?
No, that's
we
what I'm
want
saying.
A bidet.
Podcast money investment.
Okay, so Tristan,
Yeah.
Rich Tristan. So I was with him, Elliot Wood, and their whole family, and like a bunch of people that were on like this biking trek.
Yeah.
From like the Uintas all around Montana and Wyoming, and Tristan's big ass RV. I went in there and it was like beep boop bop. It was like really like expensive, and I clicked in and it was like they have a fucking bidet in their RV.
In the RV?
Of course
Yeah,
they do.
I was like,
That's
okay.
so fucking dope.
Dude, bidets are amazing.
For any of you guys don't know, they have the biggest house in the state.
yeah,
It's
definitely.
nice. Been there.
They're
It's
The
fun.
new one.
I was up there with Thomas.
Yeah, the newer one.
I was up there with Thomas, and I hadn't been up there, or we didn't go there.
Did
We were
you just
driving.
hang out in the pool?
No, we were driving. We were driving by there the one day, and Thomas was just showing me. I didn't know they're self-sustaining now. Basically, they have like farm and all the solar. They want to be like off-grid, basically.
Yeah.
There, I was like, that's cool.
Their house is 8 floors.
Yeah.
It goes 8 levels. It doesn't look like it on the. It's still giant, but it's goes way
Yeah, 'cause
down into the mountain.
Isn't down the one of the bottom ones you can. They got their like
So
four wheelers and stuff set up. You can go right out in the mountain.
Well, that's in their boathouse.
Yeah.
It's really big. It's ginormous. It's like the size of like a normal big Eaglewood house. But you go down. There's the expensive cars. The dad has a lot of guns. And
See, and I don't know. I've only.
I only know this stuff because I used to be best friends with Tristan and Elliot. But
Well, see, and I don't know Elliot, but I knew
don't need
Tristan. Oh, that's rude.
no, he's a piece of shit.
Oh, well. Does he have a sister?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, she was always really nice to me.
All right. Maddie's cool.
Yeah, she's way cool. The only thing I remember about Tristan is he came over one night and boxed with, like, Maddie and.
Was this when he was chubby?
Yeah, he was a little chubby. Well, I mean, he wasn't. No, he was just tall. I don't think he was really chubby.
I'm just trying to remember Tristan's stages.
It was like.
Because now he's like, I'm a Marine. Oh, fuck you.
No, it wasn't. I don't think he was in the Marines yet, so. But I thought he was a funny guy.
Yeah.
But we went up there because some of our friends were friends with his sister. So we had.
Tristan's sister?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually saw his younger sister 2 days ago at the store.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I like Sage, his younger brother, and I like Alex.
Yeah.
And I like Kiefer, because we used to...
I like Kiefer, too.
We used
Funny
to
guy.
goof off a lot in the computer lab back in school.
Yeah.
Like, Kiefer loves me. Like, he sees me. No bad blood.
Oh, no, I love Kiefer. Yeah, he's a funny guy.
I remember
Hilarious.
he beat up Corbin.
Corbin?
Blonde hair.
Yeah.
drives
Oh,
CB.
yeah. Oh.
I hate him.
I like him now.
I like him now, too.
I talked to
Well,
him recently. And
I'll give him a chance.
yeah, he's a nice kid.
Yeah, he's really nice.
Because I guess, because people see me now, there's, like, even people in my grade, like, I went to a bonfire that had a lot of people from my grade, and, like...
Oh, yeah, and they wouldn't even... I remember it was when I was talking to you, and they didn't want us to go up there. Is that what it was? When we were at 7-Eleven?
No, that was a different... when we had fucking Joe in the car. No,
Yeah.
this was like a school, like, a giant, like,
Oh,
a
okay.
lot of people. And a lot of them, like, expected me... Like, so many people still think I'm, like, how I was in high school, which was...
Me too.
Yeah.
Like, insane.
Yeah.
Like,
And it sucks. I think people still just hold, like,
Everyone-
they see
single
me, like, a
opinions.
lot of girls I know now will be liking my shit, and I'm like, I don't
Fuck
give
outta
a fuck
here.
about any of you. I have the hottest girlfriend on the planet. None of you are even appealing to me. Fuck all of you.
Right.
But, like, I'll still be nice to them. All the guys, like, that I thought were cool are just kind of like, they're almost like they're 40-year-old dads now.
Yeah, that's how a lot of them are. But yeah, everyone still thinks I'm the way I was in high school. Like, you still do crazy stuff? Nah,
like-
I podcast and
Okay.
masturbate.
Okay,
I drink a lot.
I have a cult following, and you can ask Tracy and a couple other people because they have been around me when I have fanboys from Woods Cross hearing all of my old stories.
Same.
Yeah, I was gonna say for him.
And I'm like, and they're like, oh, do you remember when you did this? Oh, you did this on Snapchat. And it's like, oh, thank you for telling me everything I've already know I've done.
Right, I was there.
Brianna didn't believe me the one time we went to, it was a couple years ago, and we went to Apollo Burger, and I was like, shit, the high school is going to be here. I was like, those guys love me, though. It's like, shut up, no, they don't. And right when I walked in, they're like, Forrest!
Yeah.
They started taking pictures of me.
That's how it was. They were all standing. There was like 10 of them. And then, okay.
I was like, fuck these guys.
One of the ones that I still have no idea, like, and like even like some of the stories, like the money story, there's other stories, there's stories about me like having guns. And like I remember
There was some
Yeah.
stories about me, like they used to, because when Wesley would tell, like you remember back in the day, like, oh, I hang out with Forrest and Chandler, and like, don't they do a shit ton of drugs?
Yeah. Every time anyone I talk to people and they like, who do you hang out with? And I'm like, oh, Forrest and Jen. Like, oh, they sell drugs, don't they? And I'm like, no. What?
no, but like, and then I remember this kid named Austin. He's younger than us. Austin P, if you know who that is.
Yeah.
So, Lil Clive.
Yeah.
So, for the biggest time, he would tell people, he's like, he's in the Freemasons. The Freemasons, that's how he knows Tyler. And like, and then it started going that I'm a part of a cult. I've been to Bohemian Grove. I've sacrificed babies. And he's like, dude, he was telling so many people. He's even told Thomas was even a part of. He's like telling Thomas, he's like, dude, I saw him come out of the Freemason place. When he was telling my friend Aaron and all these people this, I was like, I sent them a picture. I'm like in my fucking boxers. I'm like, what? So I just started going along with it. He's like, dude, and then like he's starting to believe his own goddamn line.
Oh,
Dude, you
that's
gotta.
the worst.
He's like, you gotta get me into the Freemasons. I'm like, I have neither gave him evidence I'm in it or not,
Right?
and I'm just like,
That's what I would do too. People would start asking me stories, like, and I would just like, I didn't know like if they were about to tell me or something I'd forgotten or something, so they'd be like, do you remember you got that drinking ticket a kid went to school with? And it was when I actually did get my drinking ticket. I was like, oh yeah, that sucked. He's like, yeah, you guys climbed on the police station in Centerville and were drinking beers up there. I was like, yeah. That's a story, apparently.
The thing that I hate.
let's start with my town. You really hate Oklahoma, man.
The
Become
only
a flight attendant.
the only thing that I get, and I still don't know why, and I think it's just because like.
people come up to you, they said, how the fuck could you have punched Alec?
I have Alex sympathizers, man.
He threw a pencil out the window and you were annoyed at it.
You even know the whole story?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit my mom's car and that made me mad.
You said it was your mom's car.
It was a blue Mazda 6. It was my mom's car.
Okay.
It's out in the parking lot. The only thing that I ever get, and it drives me crazy, is people want to fight me.
Me too, because especially when I'm bald or I like look really intimidating, like a giant beard. So many, like especially a lot of hood people, a lot of black people, Polynesians, and like Mexicans, and just like party white guys are like, "Fuck you, man." It might be because I have a natural bitch face, but it's just like I'm just trying to chill.
Well, this is what I don't get, because I love MMA and I love boxing and I love doing it. And we used to always have like boxing nights all the time, and I used to do it with a bunch of different people.
Yeah.
And I never ever would say that I'm like this great fighter. I'm really not. I just know I know how my body moves.
Yeah.
I know the best ways to move it in order to hit someone else.
And you're stronger,
That's
it.
That's all it is. And like when we would all have boxing nights, I would do fairly well. And somewhere along the lines, it started getting spread that I was like this crazy good fighter and I would fight anybody. I used to get messages like, so-and-so wants to test your hands.
Yeah, he was showing you.
Yeah, so-and-so wants to fight you. Guess what? I always showed up to the park they wanted to fight. No one was ever there. But besides the fact, I just don't know, like, I would say I'm a pretty nice guy, I would think. Most people usually, like, the only time I always thought this was funny. If I ever find out who fucking said it, I'll kill you. But my mom went to Maverick up here on 5th or whatever, and pulled in, and I guess some other car was pulling in. I think I told you about this. And they like got out of the car, and they were like, "You fucking cunt! You cut us off! You stupid bitch! Fucking cunt!" Like all this shit. And then someone in the backseat's like, "Hey, that's Wes's mom. You better stop." I was like, "Yeah, you better fucking stop." If I find out who that is,
When me and my mom are like in LA or like any like ghetto area, she always has me with her, and it's just like if anyone ever fucks with my mom, I tell her I will kill them.
Welcome,
Literally.
Salty Frank. Yeah, we did upgrade.
I will literally kill them.
right, dude? It's just
Like,
someone in that car knows who I am and knows my mom.
And
Enough.
it's yeah.
I can't remember what car it was though, because I remember I told my mom like, I'm gonna find him, and she's like, "Don't do it." And I'm like, they looked young, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
no, I don't. I remember there was
You
this
go
one time-
learn
Yeah,
today.
you're gonna
I was
learn
in the
today.
city and there was these kids throwing water balloons. They got my phone wet. It stopped working for a little bit. I was chasing them down. I literally put them in the hospital.
Do you remember the lightsaber night, or was that Chandler? I think that was.
I wasn't there that night. No.
So, so Salty Frank's our boy. You've
Yeah.
seen him in the chat. Yeah, he's the boy. Yeah, we kind of got a little upgrades going on, but
Wait, is this the upgrade?
no,
The
we just-
lamp
Oh,
and the Yoda sign.
I was like,
he came in and changed everything around. Like you could barely fit in here.
Yeah.
Now there's a lot of room. But we were out in front of the house on 1500, and it was me, James, and Chandler, and we were playing with lightsabers. Like, because someone brought over lightsabers, and we were just fucking around. So we got out in the street, and this car came past, and, like, we were like, oh, let's, like, walk out. Like, we're just being, like, stupid. Like, it's just, like, you know, whatever. And this car, like, there's, like, 4 kids in the car. They pull out and, like, you fucking cunt losers, blah, blah, just, like, started talking shit. And I just saw James turn red, and he starts booking after that car. And, like, he's fast as fuck if you don't know.
Yeah.
he's football.
He's way fast, and they wouldn't stop. He was like, pull that fucking car over. And there was, like, 4 dudes versus 3. That guy would not pull the car. So me and Chandler ran back to our car and picked James up when we were going to find him, but they were way gone. They
The
took
funniest
off.
was when
James
Kai.
is such a sweetie.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's such a sweetheart, but goddamn.
Don't piss him off. But the funniest is, was it you guys when Kai was honking and flashing lights, or was it Chandler and James?
Ooh, I don't
I
know.
wasn't-
I think it was just Chandler and James or something. But Kai was with his friends in the car, and he's like, start honking and flashing your horn, and Kai was yelling out the window. And I don't know if it was you. I know it's James and Chandler for sure. And then they pulled in the church, so Kai pulled him in. And then they hurry and got Chandler and James got in the car like they're gonna fight, and then Kai just gets out. So
Yeah,
funny.
I've had that problem too. Like, people just like, I don't even know how my reputation about like fighting, but people always want to fight me. Or,
I think people associate with, because you're a bigger guy, like you're tall, and you're wide, and I think people see that and they're like, "Whoa, I bet that guy thinks he's tough."
I'm the opposite. I'm skinny
I mean-
and I'm small, and people still.
It's like the broad shoulders, because you got broad shoulders. That's what I'm trying to
I
say.
mean, like, I used to fight though, but it's like I've never been the kind of guy like that brags about anything that I have.
Huh. I don't ever want to be in street fights.
No,
It's
they
stupid.
suck.
There's no point. I
You
just
get
want
a
to.
key broken on your fucking eye.
I
If
just
you
want to
noticed
practice
At
like
that fight, I just sat there because I was like, if I said to myself, if they start like banging Forrest with like a bottle, I'm like, I'm gonna get in, but like,
I handled my own.
yeah, you did. But
It's just I was just on drugs. I didn't even like I can't think of how I started fighting. Like I don't remember getting punched or I don't remember punching someone. All I remember is having a kid and punching him and then getting punched in the ear and then because I was getting punched 3 different people
Yeah.
and that's all I remember. And then I remember going like the fight was breaking up. The one kid was cracking with the bottle.
Yeah.
And so I saw that, like, I was just so fucked up. And then, so I just remember, like, a kid running at me, and I put my hands up. He's like, dude, I'm just trying to get my friend. And I was like, oh, okay, it's over. And then I was pissed, though, because my aunt just got me this, because she got me this
Spooky
cool shirt, and when she was at her police thing, and on the back it was a giant marijuana leaf,
Oh.
but around it said, I'm a fucking cop. Do not try to sell me fucking drugs. It was hilarious.
funny.
And I was just mad because they ripped my shirt.
I remember because I saw you the day or 2 after because we went to Malwell's wedding,
Yeah.
and he looked pretty fucked up.
Yeah, because they broke. I didn't know he broke the. I'm just glad because the girl we know, she knew the kids,
Oh, she did.
and the kid that punched me with the key. Well, he
Did-
says he didn't mean to, but he texted her. He's like, hey, I hit the kid with the key, and he's like, tell him I'm like super sorry. Please tell him I apologize. I didn't mean to. I just.
Yeah,
And so I was like,
heat of the moment.
yeah. I was like, yeah, we were fucked up. You guys were angry.
Yeah.
So
I know a couple.
Like, if I talked to those kids, I would not, like, be angry, to be
Right.
honest. I don't give a shit. she yelled she's like pussies or something, and they thought we yelled pussies after, but it was her because they were her friends. But yeah, it was dumb. It was a dumb thing.
I use the laughing crazy eye technique. Yeah, and all
Yeah,
those
just
words.
like in what's it when he's looking for a best man at the wedding?
In what?
I love you, man. Have you seen I love you?
Oh.
Do you know who else is
When
in
he
that
just
movie?
starts going, ah!
Do you know who else is in that movie?
Lou Ferrigno is in that movie. Yeah.
But speaking about the broad shoulders, I remember when we saw Thundercat on the street, he told me, I was 17, he's like, you're really buff.
Yeah, that's the first time I ever saw Thundercat. We were
He had
riding.
no idea who he was. And I was
Have I
like,
told you about that? When me and Alec rented those, green bikes in Salt Lake.
Oh,
you could
yeah.
ride
but I
around.
was so bummed because he played with Erica Badu at Twilight and I missed it.
Oh,
Yeah, so we were riding around after that. We were just riding bikes, and there's all these dudes like getting out of this big one of those big old transportation vans,
Uh-huh.
and Alec just slams on his brakes. I'm like, what? And he's like, dude, and he starts talking. He's like, it's Thundercat, and they're all fucked up.
Yeah.
And
Thundercat talked to us for a while.
yeah,
though.
they were going into their hotel room. They were just like partying and stuff. And he's like, "What's up, guys? How you doing?" And he was talking to us for a while. I was like,
I wish we didn't have our phones, so neither of us
Yeah.
we left him.
He was saying that Thundercat's like a really nice guy too.
"Oh yeah, he's
He
cool."
was so
Like when we went to his show and we were saying stuff to
he
him.
was so much smaller the
Yeah,
second time.
like
Well,
he-
I'm bigger now.
Yeah.
I'm
He
even more big.
We were filming and like, yeah, and stuff, and he just looks at us, shakes his head, and laughs.
I think I can give you a perfect example. I think people want to fight big people, and it's the story. I wasn't there when you went to St. George with.
I wasn't there either.
Oh, you weren't there?
It was Chandler, Joel, Manuel, and Brock.
Yeah. So there was a guy walking in. I shouldn't be telling this story. But
I don't know.
I guess we need
We
someone
know what
there.
the same is, so
Yeah.
you can tell it.
You can
Um,
say what you think happened.
I
from
guess
a
they
certain
were.
point of view.
I guess they were walking through Walmart, and either someone bumped shoulders with this guy, and he like pump faked a ball in his face. And Manuel wanted to fight him, and the guy's like, "What? I'm big, bro."
Yeah, he's like, I'm just big, bro.
Yeah.
So they had a whole.
Mom probably.
He would've.
Manuel would have murdered that poor
Spanked his
boy.
ass.
He would. So there was a joke forever. I'm just big, bro.
Yeah, we used to say that all the time. Dude, just big, bro.
Because he was like, I'm just big, bro. That's why he was saying he bumped shoulders with him.
God, I saw like Manuel prior to him like getting even more buff than he is now hit someone really hard. I was like, ooh, fuck.
One time
He
we
had
were
boxing gloves on too, and the guy got fucked up.
We were longboarding one time with Manuel, and he was riding. We were longboarding, and this car was honking and flipped us off or something. And you just see Manuel's rage. He rides up right behind the car, just
Yeah.
flipping him off
I'm-
and stuff.
I've been punched in the face by boxing gloves, like really hard by Mossy when we were boxing, and it doesn't hurt me for some reason. It just kind of knocks me around.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I've never like felt like it's so hard for me to use them because I can't like really put. I just feel like I'm like smacking people with pillows.
well, and
like,
yeah, I
but-
think that's the point.
But he punched me really hard and it just like moved me around. I'm like, this is so easy. I mean, like I can understand like your nose getting hurt.
That's the worst. Is
Well, I
the
don't-
beak.
I've been punched a lot by people who are really, same thing, like really strong. It doesn't hurt.
That's
It's just if you get punched in the right place, you get knocked
yeah.
out.
That's what happened to me too. Like you get punched in the face, you're so full of adrenaline, or like me as both. I was fucked up and like my face was pouring blood.
Yeah.
And like it wasn't like I got hit hard, it's just I got punched in the eye with a key.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was getting punched a whole bunch, but and then that was one dude's punched me in the face that shot at us, and but he was doing the like
You got punched by the guy that's like, listen.
yeah.
I wish, and then ever since that night, you're all carrying like giant guns. Like Taylor's like, yup. Thomas is like, with his two pistols.
Oh yeah, what he says. If your head bounces around enough, it will concuss you though.
Yeah.
You can't just.
That's the thing.
Something you can't stop.
Conor was saying, McGregor was saying, he wants to stop fighting before he gets brain damage.
Oh yeah.
But it's like at this point,
Too late.
it's
At
too
this
late
point, he's already
because they
fucking-
say, yeah, they say people that
that was my fault.
I was like, shit, what was that, Ghost? But they're saying like people, that played Little League football
Oh yeah.
will probably have it too. So
Absolutely.
which sucks.
There
but-
was one article where I guess this guy was having problems with memory, and he was only like 40, like 42 or 43. He's having a problem with memory, and he's having problems just like going through his day without like, just like filling off.
Mhm.
And they did a CAT scan and found brain damage, like a little bit of brain damage, and they're like, well, have you ever like they like went through this like apparently this laundry list of shit, And he's like, did you ever get in a fight? Have you ever, like, fall? Like, all this different stuff. They traced it back to he fell out of a tree when he was, like, 6 or 7.
Oh.
And, like, it landed, like...
Just perfect.
Yeah, they said it landed to a point where he just, like, hit on something. He doesn't, like, obviously he can't remember. And, well, he can't remember because he's young and has bad memory. But they say that whatever he landed on caused it his whole entire life.
Oh my God.
Now it's coming to, you know, cause problems.
There's one thing I can remember, like, the worst head thing that's, like, I was hanging out with, it was, like, junior high. We were hanging out, you know, with, like, Shopco, that area.
Yeah.
Like, people sometimes walk over there. We were over there one time, and I was walking backwards, and I tripped, and my head just hit the cement so hard, it went white. Like, I basically knocked myself out. But, you know, like, I was a kid with girls, I didn't want to embarrass, so I played it off like it wasn't happening. But everything was just white, and I was just like...
I remember...
It hurts, like
I
me
can
up.
take really good punches.
Mhm.
Like, I remember when I was 15 at the Eaglewood thing, when I got punched there for, like, a whole misunderstanding. And it was one of Tracy's old friends, and he just, apparently he's broken people's jaws, and he punched me, and all I did was... and they're like, he punched you like 3 times. I'm like, really? And I'm just like...
You with the great beard.
What do y'all normally talk about?
Dude, we range from everything from, like, random paranormal to news that's going on.
Star Wars.
You know what you guys should start doing is, like, have an actual list of things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we want to.
Start
Yeah,
But it's like we do podcasts, and we start going off on tangents.
It just flows.
So basically, we talk about anything.
Yeah, whatever. If people... We had a night where a bunch of people were just asking us different questions, and we were just shooting the shit about that.
Yeah, we were doing Would You Rathers.
Yeah.
But if you guys want to ask us questions, we'll answer them.
Yeah, we'll go for it. But,
Do fuck, kill, marry. I like that.
there.
But, okay, I've been meaning to get
Star
back to
Wars. Sorry. Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Star Wars,
Star
yeah.
Wars, yeah.
Definitely Star Wars.
But what I was trying to get back to was when I was talking about, like, people hearing stories about me, like crazy stories. It was Neil and Colin's brother and, like, a bunch of other Polynesian kids, and they're like whispering and look at me. I'm like, hey, what's up? They're like, are you Alec Beckstrom? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, this can't be him. I'm like, what the I was like, what did you hear about me? They're like, don't worry about it. So to this day, I have no idea what the fuck. Like,
Rumors are a weird thing.
apparently, I'm very well loved in the ghetto communities. I really am by all my friends. Like, I've never had a problem with that.
No.
And it's just some reason I have clout, and I mean, like, back in my gangster days, I guess. Like, right after I got kicked out of Woods Cross for knocking out the teacher.
Vader or Annie?
Disclosure, I threw an ice ball and it knocked her out by accident.
Yeah.
I wasn't just like...
That was some good news. That was the funniest
I like
thing
Annie way better.
Vader.
I like the Phantom Menace Annie.
Yeah.
He's a cute boy. He's
Cute.
Best line in Phantom Menace. Storm's coming, Annie. Better get home quick.
I say that so much to my dad.
Really?
Yeah, anytime it's like raining outside, I'm like, there's a storm, bro. Better get home quick. And he's like, shut the fuck up.
I just remember seeing him once, and he was like playing a game in his computer room. I was just trying to like, he was like, no.
Oh, my dad, yeah. He just likes to play his shit.
You know what I was telling Forrest that you guys need to stream is this game that I remember my mom's ex-boyfriend would play it when I was in the 3rd grade, and I was so into it, and I got Elliot's little brother into it, and it's called Dungeon Siege.
Oh, I've played Dungeon Siege.
I love Dungeon Siege,
Yeah.
like especially the first one, and
Yeah.
it's really, really good. And Salty Frank, you missed some really good voice impressions.
Yeah, you did. You missed the best voice impressions you're going to hear.
Yeah, go back and
These
watch
guys
it.
were out of their seats laughing.
It was great.
Vader or Yoda? Who would win?
Vader.
Yoda.
Yeah, you got to give, like, time frames.
Yeah, which version of Yoda?
Like, when Vader was Vader and Yoda was Yoda, Vader.
Or
But-
when Yoda was Yoda and Vader was Annie?
Yeah.
Yoda.
I mean,
I'm just gonna have to go with Anakin each time.
Anakin's a bitch. When I would.
So I think.
I might need to go potty soon.
Go for it.
When are we having a break?
We can
we
take
can
it.
just go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's right down the hallway.
Ooh, Carson, are you still here?
Our boy Carson.
You guys saw
Yeah.
The Last Jedi?
Oh, we went on a big rant about that.
Yeah, we were
Big.
talking about that. We all have our gripes about it, but obviously it's still Star Wars content, so it's.
That's good.
I'm gonna go with Vader still. I think it's too strong.
Too strong it is.
I don't know. I mean, it'd be a fun fight.
Yeah, be good. I don't know. Yoda is the man. We never really got a chance to see much Yoda besides in episode 2.
No.
But other than that, we didn't get to see Yoda. It is what made him Yoda, you know, the amazing Yoda he is.
Right. Oh yeah. When I went to watch, the people behind me wouldn't stop kicking my seat and kept asking each other, "Is that the Last Jedi?" Weren't you telling us about that?
Yeah. That's fucking hilarious.
Sometimes you just gotta get up and just choke a little kid and, make them stop.
Yeah.
Choke their dad.
Fuck those kids. Man. I gotta hear a sound clip of him saying, "Fuck them kids."
Right? Fuck them kids.
A little boat. We gotta make that into a GIF. Fuck them kids.
They ended the movie with him saying, "Oh, well, that's the Last Jedi." Oh, God. If you go to the movies and you talk with people, just don't go to the movies.
Was it the kid with the broom?
Yeah,
Was that the Last Jedi?
The kid with the broom. Yeah, I don't hate the movie, but obviously it's not the best one. What do you think about the kid with the broom scene?
I think it's bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm tired of them trying to, like...
Anyone can be a
I think it's bullshit.
force user.
Right.
Yes, shut up.
Right.
Shut up, Kathleen Feminazi Kennedy.
The grandma kept falling asleep and snoring. Vader is still the strongest Jedi Sith in history. Even Yoda was scared of what he could have become. Yeah, definitely. He was. You saw that metachlorian account?
He's like, "Fuck.
Fuck this
I
kid.
wish that was me."
Fucking.
That's where the last
Goddamn.
Jedi messed up. Was it
I wish-
midichlorians?
I wish
They need to
Obi.
explain it.
Yeah.
Go get him, Han Solo.
I wish Obi-Wan would have just killed that little bitch.
That's a good point, Salty. The
Just
kid
sell
with
lightsaber toys.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
Just
That's-
like the little penguin thing.
That's what, with the Transformer movies, they were talking about that. So, they keep doing the Mark Wahlberg ones now,
Mhm.
and they introduced all new Transformers. It's to sell those toys.
Absolutely.
Because not only are they making millions from the movies, now they're going to
Merch
get
product.
toy
They
sales.
said that there's going to be, well, really, not that many toy sales, because... Okay, you know what? The new...
You guys-
Screw Star Wars.
I was going to say, if we're buying toys, the toy sales are probably real good in stars.
I'm talking about in Transformers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I was saying,
I haven't
the new
bought a-
topic is fuck kids that want WWE toys.
I think, is WWE relevant?
Yes, everyone loves the WWE, and I hate the kids that are like, "Oh, I want that
Okay, there is a
motherfucking
girl
rock."
that I'm friends with on Snapchat. Shit, I did post this. Hopefully she doesn't watch. But she's constant. I don't know who she is. I don't know if she was a Tinder girl I met or something. But somehow we're friends on Snapchat, and she's constantly posting WWE Snap stories.
I hated it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Don't care for it now.
I liked it for a little bit there because I thought it was funny. Like in 2012 when I'd watch it, like Swanton bombs and just all the funny moves they would do.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was funny. I liked watching because it was hilarious watching in right after high school. But like how it's relevant, I don't know.
See, I always just watched UFC. Like when it,
Yeah,
I think I got
actual fighting.
I think I got introduced to that when I was like
I was young.
6 or 7.
I was
Huh.
I first heard about
Interesting.
UFC in the Chuck Liddell days.
See, I heard about it when it was Frank Shamrock
Oh,
and
okay.
Tank Abbott and
Yeah.
Hoist and
Hoist Gracie, yeah. That's when because my uncle they were talking about like the Iceman. I was like, the fuck are they
Fucking
talking about the
Iceman.
Iceman? It's Chuck Liddell, the man himself.
But those were like the glory days in my eyes.
When you were a brawler, so like,
yeah.
now like it's impressive now. You have to be a real technical fighter.
Well, yeah, and I think people are always talking about, well, I miss those days. None of those guys would be fucking with any of these people.
No.
Put John Jones, 6'7" or whatever he is.
Yeah.
Just rip this shit in there with Chuck Liddell. Not gonna end well.
Chuck Liddell versus most people these days. Chuck Liddell was just a street brawler,
Yeah.
and he was good at it. That's what we were listening to on those old does Utah? They for a while they had a radio station where they would talk about the local fighters
Oh,
and
yeah,
UFC
yeah.
and stuff, and they're like back in the day, like the tough kid on the block would be a great fighter in MMA and stuff now,
Right.
and like whatever the Utah one is.
Yeah, I don't remember what it
I don't
is.
know. But yeah, the girl went to school with her dad runs it and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're like, yeah, the tough guy on the block would destroy in that, and now people have so much training and they're so technical. The guys good 10 years ago would get their ass kicked.
Well, you got kids now, and I don't mean kids in a disrespectful way. There's someone like Sage Northcutt who's like 19 years old, looks like a fucking action figure.
Yeah.
Has like an 18 pack just shredded to the tits, and
Sage what?
Sage
Sage
Northcutt.
Northcutt?
He's like 19. He looks like a fucking Saiyan,
Yeah.
and he's just killing people.
Yeah, he is. He is 19 years old.
You know who you need to jump on the bandwagon right now?
Who?
Because I'm jumping on Sean O'Connell.
I have heard of him, yeah.
Dude,
This guy looks like he was a dick in school.
he probably was.
Is it
But he's
Sage?
19 and he's a UFC fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Sean O'Connell, he likes to smoke weed. I think he's a vegan.
Oh, I know. Yeah, they what'd they call him?
I don't know, because
I saw a video. Someone shared us something. They call him like the vegan patty or something.
yeah.
I can't remember.
Well,
what they
because
call No, they call it 420. I don't know. I can't remember what they called him.
he got noticed because of Dana White. Well,
He's 21.
21, yeah. But I think his first fight was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
The Sean O'Connell was on the Dana White's like fighting a whatever it is, some TV show.
Yeah.
And the people announcing the fight was Uriah Faber and Snoop Dogg.
Oh
And
god.
like after the fight, like I think he knocked this guy out. Snoop Dogg's like, I want to meet that guy. And I guess there was like a video where he was smoking weed with Snoop Dogg and stuff.
You're right. Favor's the man. Okay, what?
Taco Man, the Emperor put flaws in Vader's suit because he feared that Vader could do. he
And
feared
Vader
what
could overcome them.
do.
And then later you find out that Vader
He is
killed
also
the guy who made the suit, and then the Emperor gave him free will to do whatever he wants.
he is
to his
also
suit.
the only Jedi Sith able to grow the blade of his lightsaber. To grow.
No, in the new canon, he killed the Jedi and made the crystal bleed.
Don't you try.
I was like,
More than
you
me.
gotta take this one
Yeah,
out.
that's on you. I'm a little behind on those. You know what I did want to see, and I don't know. I don't think they're ever going to make a Vader movie because I think that something will happen.
It should be rated R.
Oh fuck!
That
When
would be amazing.
Because didn't he go back to Mustafar and he made his own?
That's where his castle is
Yeah.
in Rogue One.
Yeah. So I mean, I wish they would have done more with that than just have him like they didn't really show him much in Rogue One, but I'd love to see him out there.
I love this scene in Rogue One though.
At the end.
Oh well, yeah, no, it's so great, but I don't know. I guess
Have you seen the video of the girl watching it?
dude, it's so great.
I love that video.
The
She's-
little girl.
No, she's like probably close to our age, and she watches that scene in Star Wars, and she's like, and she's freaking out.
I think she's a lot younger than us.
Is it? I don't know.
I'll pull it for you.
Yeah.
It's a great little watch.
Forrest, how old are you turning this year?
24.
I thought you were turning 25.
No,
I'm 20.
not quite.
as well.
Are you turning 25?
No, I'm turning 24. I'm the youngest in our group.
Oh,
Yeah.
old ass.
Chandler turns 24 on the 29th of this month. Handsome Chandler. We decided we're just going to
Chandler.
start calling him Handsome Chandler. And he's going, what?
Here.
I feel so young now. I'm turning 22 this year.
Yeah, at least you're drink age now.
I've been at drinking age.
I know, but like, I remember when you guys were young boys.
Did she really cry because that stupid generous little bitch died?
So guys, just in case we're just going to watch this video real quick. There they are. I love that video.
I do too.
Is this her first time seeing it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll serenade you guys while they watch it.
Just done.
Chicken man, chicken move fast.
I feel bad for those guys. Like, oh fuck.
Have you seen the memes with this?
Yeah. Maybe.
They just put like labels or names over the soldiers.
Oh.
Like all these guys were supposed to be Battlefront 2 and Darth Vader was the fan. It's like, free DLC.
The free deals.
It's like the point system.
I have seen that, yeah.
Well, they're watching that. What are you guys' opinions on the Battlefront? I haven't played Battlefront 2 yet.
I'm really good at Battlefront 2.
Do you like it?
I love it. There is a lot of room for improvement. I do like the first one more, but I do have faith in it, the new one,
Okay.
with the DLC that's coming out and all the updates. Tori, this needs to be you.
My mom on the first viewing of Rogue One kept saying, "I hope they live through the mission. I wish I could have watched Rogue One," ignoring the fact it was.
Right.
When my
They lived through
when
it.
my mom was watching The Last Jedi with me, she kept asking. She's like, "I thought they died on the planet by the Death Star in the last one."
Right.
I'm like, "Mom,
That's
That's when I watched it, and I was like, I knew, everyone's gonna die. I was like,
yeah.
why am I watching this fucking movie? They're all gonna die.
I did watch The New Hope, and they say,
They only say it in the crawl.
no, where they say they got the people who got the. God, I can't think right now.
I wish we got an original or an alternative ending, the original one, where a couple of them get away. Like, remember K2SO and all of them were on the
Yeah.
beach?
Well, no, in New Hope they say something like there was a group of people who stole the plans or whatever. I'm like, hey, I know those guys now.
We know those guys.
They're all
See,
dead.
that's the beauty of Star Wars.
Right,
You can
exactly.
say anything and it's a character.
Right.
And do you know, speaking of Star Wars,
I knew I wasn't gonna do it, but I did it.
I'm not ready for all the deaths coming in Rebels.
Yeah?
Rebels?
The TV show.
Yeah, I know, but I haven't watched, I forgot about Rebels. I haven't watched it again.
Fuck you.
Did you guys get that Lego synopsis of The Force Awakens before The Last Jedi? What?
Are you talking about, like, leaked Lego sets?
Yeah, they need to fucking stop with all that bullshit.
Did you not see the leaked Han Solo ones?
Yeah.
You know the Pike Syndicate from the Clone Wars?
Yeah.
They're going to be in the Han Solo movie.
Which...
They do spies from Kessel to
Right.
the Kessel Run.
Well, no, I understand that, but... I don't know. I just don't know what they're going to do in that movie.
Honestly, it's just about Han Solo. And there's books about Han Solo.
Yeah, I understand that.
Boba Fett's going to be most likely Dengar.
But which story do you tell? I mean, obviously
it's
they're
going to
going
be a modified version that's new, but mixed with old.
They're going to do the Kessel Run, for sure.
They're doing the Kessel Run. They're doing when Chewbacca did the life oath to him.
Uh-huh.
And then they're going to do... I don't know if they're going to do when Han was an Imperial or not. I don't know if they're going to go with that story.
I read that prequel
But
books to Han Solo's story.
I like it, though, because I think it's going to be a grittier movie like Rogue One. It's not going to be...
I read what Disney said, and they said they're expecting this movie to fail.
What? Alright.
That's a tweet that Disney put out.
That's fucked up.
I don't believe that. Childish Gambino is going to just start singing fucking Redbone.
Right?
Lando Calrissian.
No, like right before they showed...
That's what Salty Banks sent us.
Last time for a 50-second animation summarizing the entire movie with Legos.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah. That's good. To be continued.
To be continued.
To be continued. Then he just does...
Right?
That's good.
Maz Kanata's scene was pointless.
Was. How did she get the lightsaber?
You don't know. Because
Why don't we know?
Because they had so much opportunity to make a real story, but they're like,
Let's do it right after The Force Awakens.
That pissed me
like
off.
literally, like Ryan Johnson's like, I have an idea.
Rob Schneider.
He's a carrot.
Rob Schneider is a carrot.
When they called her Maz, I was like, oh, maybe she's gonna drop a hint why she had a lightsaber. Nothing.
Wait. Right before they showed Last Giant in the theater, they did 50-second MS. Oh, so that's the video. So in the movie theater, they showed that Lego one.
Oh, they did?
And then Star Wars Episode 8 started.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, we didn't get that in mind.
No, mine either.
I don't believe Disney said that. It could have been a fake tweet.
I'll try and find it.
Fake news, as D. Trump would say. Fake news.
Jeb is a mess. Jeb is a waste.
I feel bad for poor Jeb. Everyone bullies poor Jeb.
Rubio!
Poor Jeb Bush.
My favorite part is when Trump's like, he says he's going to pull his pants down and move the audience. Like, honestly, that's when I liked Donald Trump, because it was literally a fucking reality show. The whole Republican, it was him versus everyone. And then Super Deluxe made their edits and just made me laugh even harder.
Right? You might have to edit them because it's like, you really fucking.
Wait a minute. Hold it, you dummies.
I don't know how I'm gonna look.
And the freaking, just type in Disney says Han Solo movie.
Yeah, I did, but...
And then, like, when the girl's like, when are women going to be paid twice as much as men? He's like, when you work good enough. When you work just as good.
Yeah.
The shit he says.
Oh god, he's such a troll. It's fucking hilarious. Like, definitely not presidential. Should be saying
He
this.
literally is undoing everything Obama ever. He is erasing Obama's legacy.
He
Even
hated
the shitty monument here in Utah, the Bears Ears, already came here and wiped that away. He's like, nope, gone.
His YouTube pretty
Wrong.
good.
Wrong.
If it's public, we can watch YouTube videos, right?
I don't know how that works either yet.
I don't know. I think we can watch certain. I don't know. I think we can watch certain stuff, but I just don't know what.
I was gonna say a super deluxe video about Trump, because I mean, like,
I don't know.
I watch H3H3's podcast, and they watch YouTube videos all the time.
Jeez, everyone who comes over watch H3H3's podcast.
That's good.
I watch all of H3H3.
I don't know anything about them.
He's fine. They were on that hot wing challenge.
I love hot wings.
Yeah.
I think we watched Mac DeMarco.
Yeah, I showed
on
Wesley
his
and Mac DeMarco.
Oh wait, H3H3 does that show?
No, they were on it.
Oh, they were on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hot Ones is amazing.
It's so good.
The Downey Brown.
You know the tell about the lightsaber so they could expand the universe material.
No, they had so much opportunity to explain so much more, make a whole nother movie, but they're like, here, let's just make Star Wars Force Awakens 0.5.
0.5.
That's all this fucking movie was.
Yeah, it's like DLC content.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
God.
I have a YouTuber that we could watch sometime. Did you ever watch The Freeman's Minds?
The what? Oh, Freeman's. Yeah.
So
absolutely.
anyway, it's that guy. It's his YouTube, but he has this thing on there called it's like Ross's Game Dungeon. His name is Scott Ross.
Yeah.
And he reviews games, but not like you think. And he's just so smart. It's just.
What did I say? Sorry, did I misread what you said, Salty Frank? I'm not angry you misread what I just typed, just disappointed. You know what they don't tell about the lightsaber? So they can sell expanded universe material. There you go. Is that better? So they can, did I forget sell? Is that what I forgot to say? Sorry, Salty Frank.
Fake news.
Salty Frank, that's so much worse. I'd rather be you mad at me than disappointed.
It's not fake news because I read the tweet. It was from a Disney executive saying that the
It's fake news.
was gonna fall.
If they just release it in December, they have more marketing time.
I think when we get these people that come in and go, it's people that check out my Snapchat, look, and then they're like, oh, they're talking about Star Wars.
Yeah, probably mine too.
Fuck you guys.
I can see how many people actually even looked at it.
Mine's at 21. So.
10.
What?
10.
So.
One of them was Kai.
I wonder who's all still here with us watching. Salty Frank, of course. The man, the myth, the legend. Me.
Salty Frank. Forrest Chris.
Salty Frank. Have you been playing VR chat lately, Salty Frank?
Did you find a way?
Do it.
Do it.
I'm ready for SARS-CAST to help in Infinity War because Disney. Alec.
Hey man, it's fucking rude.
Oh, it's updated. You can see it fast.
Yeah.
You guys suck.
I was just trying to make the chat think I was someone else. Thanks for giving my identity away.
If I comment, it would just say Topshelfers.
I'm ready for Star Wars cast to help in the Infinity War.
Yeah.
They just show up in a Star Destroyer and it's Kylo Ren.
Still, I joined a server and there was a bunch of solid snakes saying Metal Gear.
What the fuck?
Metal Gear? What?
Metal Gear.
Is this the new meme?
Metal Gear Solid in it.
Yeah.
The character in that game, his name is Snake.
Oh, so is that the new meme?
I don't know. Man, if you want a flushed out universe video game, that's one of them. That game fucking has a lot going on.
So does Kingdom Hearts.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we'll have to play VR chat because
That shit's
it's
fucking
like
funny.
I'm down to play games tonight and we'll just take turns.
Okay, we can do that.
yeah. What are we up to now?
Salty Frank, where are you from? Can I see your bum?
It's a pretty good podcast we got going so far. I think we're at like 3 hours.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother! 2:55.
Howdy. You're a towel. You're a meaner towel.
You're from Utah.
You're a
There's an
towel.
episode of South Park where they're at Sundance.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, guys that are tuning in, we will be live Sundance this weekend.
Sundance. Is there a booth we can get?
No.
No, it's gonna be Comic-Con probably.
Comic-Con, but Sundance, it's
Movie executives. It's
Yeah, but they're just... Fuck
so,
those guys.
but yeah, we will be live streaming
it's
from
very
Sundance
high
Film.
music.
I know.
Yeah, we'll be live Sundance Film Festival this weekend. Tune in, and I will be fucking drunk for sure. Doing some VR
You'll
rape.
probably get to see the legend, the myth,
T Frost. Yeah, we can say that. Thomas is okay because he's a friend, so it's okay if we say last. But
You can Google Alec Beckstrom, but you will find nothing on me because that's not my last name anymore.
Change your last name.
It's Pharaoh, my guy.
my
Really?
man.
Weren't you just giving me shit when I said something about Pharaoh?
No, you said Ghost Pharaoh.
That's what it is on your fucking thing or something, I thought. I was looking that up earlier. I forgot.
Ghost Pharaoh sent a Snapchat. I'm like, I expect everyone to see me as Sandclit. I swear, if everyone sees me as freaking Ghost Pharaoh now, gay. Let me.
Is that your name on there?
I thought everyone saw me as Sandclit.
I knew I wasn't fucking crazy.
Look, it says Sandclit on both names.
I didn't put you as Ghost Pharaoh because I don't know why I'd come up with that.
Ghost Pharaoh.
Yeah, name Sandclit.